Hey, welcome to Whiskey Magic and Destruction. Glad to see everybody there. Oh, you guys are waving? Come on now. We're so past waving right
We're
now.
not supposed to wave?
Hi,
Yeah.
Mom. If my mom's ever watching, and I hope she isn't, because we're going to say some foul language. Anyway, no, actually, my mom is the one who taught me most of my bad words. So anyway, I'm so glad to see everybody here, and I'm glad to see my friends here to play a game with today as well. So really quick, let's go through some of those announcements. Hold on one second. If this is your first time watching, this is Whiskey Magic and Destruction. We've got a lot of other shows too, but this is the one I'm on, and I'm not, self-centered at all. This is where a bunch of us analysts, engineers, programmers all perform and get together to play D&D. So we're kind of glad you're here tonight. If it's your first time watching, definitely hit that subscribe button or follow button, just as important, the follow button. If you're, following us, it's free. It supports the show. It supports the cast and crew in some things too. And remember, you can watch us live on Twitch, and all the shows are uploaded to YouTube, typically 48 hours later. If I can get an exclamation YouTube in chat. So you can catch up on all the shows you've missed, which is all one of the Whiskey Magic and Destruction series, because this is our second episode. And let's get some other reminders out there. Do you want to talk about something, Anna?
Yes, please. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription. Please show your support to the show cast and crew and hit that link in chat. Prime Gaming subscribers get access to sub-only emotes and to a special subscriber-only channel, the TGT Discord forum.
Bounce to Rob.
Please make sure to cheer the cast of characters when they do something awesome or funny or hopefully not sad. Don't cheer sad. That's probably, well, no, do cheer sad if it's good. Your bits, your cheers, they show support for the characters and our crew, who are very, very quiet right now. Anyway, we love you and we appreciate your support. Please keep it up. It allows us to make better shows, increase the quality of our shows, and also can keep making shows. So thank you.
And Mike, you want to talk about our lead sponsor?
Of course I do. Every chance I get. Humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. Go to the link in chat to check it out yourself. Shard Tabletop is the place to play your 5th edition games. You can access rules, adventures, and other supplements. It also provides digital tools like a character builder and digital character sheets, as well as all sorts of other tools for gaming use. We think so highly of it that it is the official virtual tabletop of the Games Tavern. And to make this even better, you can go to Shard Tabletop link in chat and use the promo code TGT Shard20 to save 20% on all subscriptions.
Killer.
Also tonight,
Go ahead, Brandon.
Also tonight we have a giveaway from our friends over at 1985 Games. We are giving away a mystery dice set. The raffle, so type in !1985 in chat. The raffle for the package will begin shortly, and we will continue to take entries until the end of our stream when we pick a winner. Details on how to enter when we hit the break. You must be a follower to enter, and you must be present for the staff to contact you to receive your prize.
Thanks a lot. And Alex, take us home with that charity announcement.
Gonna say, did you guys know? Did you all know we have a charity event coming up? We have an upcoming charity event to feed hungry kids. You, however, can donate right now. Donations are live. You can help us or any of the mini streamers we have throughout the next week. The charity streams kick off tomorrow morning. Drum roll, please. With Phoenix Iwaki with the Chasenta's Tyranny starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Games Tavern team has partnered with No Kid Hungry to raise money, and you'll have options to support the cast of the show with charitable giving that also supports No Kid Hungry. With each $1 raised, that provides 10 nutritious meals to hungry kids. No Kid Hungry helps kids get a better chance with breakfast programs in schools because learning when you're hungry is really hard to do.
Got to agree there. And also, just to kind of throw one last little bit onto that, a lot of the cool donation incentive rewards from all of our sponsors are already loaded up. So things from Shard Tabletop, DNDBeyond, Kobold Press, and more. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head because there's literally just ridiculous amounts of them. Plus, you can give pregame support to your favorite cast members and crew members just by going on there, and you can see a whole bunch of pregame rewards that you can add. And during the games on the charity streams that over the weekends and during the week, you'll be able to add some extra goodies to some of the characters as well. Things like healing potions to get them out of a jam. Or you can award the DM if you're a really sick human being. You could get him things like big monster drops or other terrible things to wreak havoc on the party. Should you be that wonderful human being who wants to feed hungry kids and watch the world burn? So with that, we are now back in the Forgotten Realms. Where we last left off, the party had, well, all simultaneously found themselves for different reasons in the docks ward. Along an alley, they found their way blocked to enter and exit by some rather unsavory characters. These unsavory gangster type guys had surrounded the party and attempted to accost a gentleman by the name of Randolph that had befriended a couple and just offered to walk with them through the area. Upon demanding his bag, he warned that the entire world would be at risk if that bag was to fall into the wrong hands and begged you for help. Some of you actually helped and defended this person. Some of you begged for help and screamed for the city watch to get there, to no effect. But in the course of the fight, you managed to take out all the members with a beautiful finishing blow by Garlo as he literally went up to grab a hold of a guy, but snapped his neck in the process with his overwhelmingly strong gnomish arms. From there, the party, realizing they had just committed summary murder in the docks ward, a thunderclap occurred and rain began to pour mercilessly. Rummaging through the bodies, they found a note that had mentioned that the party was exactly where they were supposed to be, that quickly ran the ink from the rain. The gentleman named Randolph at the time told them to follow him if you wanted to live, basically, and make yourselves scarce. He took you to the Temple of Agma, where Turja's character was on her way anyway. Meeting with the high priest themselves, Randolph thanked them and had asked them to meet him at the Yawning Portal later as an offer of a reward payment for their help. He went his separate way while the party then met up and discussed a little bit as they dried themselves by the fire in the Temple of Agma. Turja went and met with her mentor, Sahir, and had a brief conversation about what had happened. At that point, the party then came back together and left to go to the Yawning Portal, whereupon they were met by someone who was a similar stature and build, but did not quite look like their friend Randolph, who declared that he was Randolph and no longer under disguise, and that his real name was Gherkin Stockwell. He handed them each an envelope along with each a small bag with 25 gold for each of them, and said there was an invitation and they should follow it. There's potential for a job. Upon opening the envelopes, each one of them found an invitation to box seats at the Light Singer Playhouse in Waterdeep. A fancy place, no less. Gherkin bid them adieu after eating a dinner, left, and the party continued to eat and drink for a while until they got into their rooms, and where 4 of the party decided to share a room, and one of the party has sat on her own, in her own room. The party now wakes up the next morning after their slumber party, and what happens as they exit their rooms is up to you guys. So what happens next, guys? The sounds of the Yawning Portal can be heard below. It's not as loud and raucous as it was last night, but it's certainly still a very active place. You begin to wonder if this place ever really truly shuts down. A lone minstrel plays in the distance. Not very much, but a little bit here and there as they plunk away. On the second floor where you guys have come out of your rooms, this is the sight that befalls you.
How was everyone's night? Ugh.
Slept like a baby.
For first thing in order is probably to get some breakfast, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. I'm famished after all that work yesterday.
Oh,
What?
Hello?
that sounds great. I'll be down shortly. I need to say some prayers.
A few moments later, Turja pops her head out the door.
Do we have to get up? Is it
Tertia,
time?
good morning. It's so good to see you.
I guess we have to get up.
Come on, get breakfast. It's gonna be fun.
All right. I don't like mornings.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
I go down Rilla with Simmering,
I'm already
whose
down
name
the
I don't
stairs.
technically know yet. Yes.
That's right.
'cause this,
The whole time, even though I was using that character's name out loud, Cimarine has never actually said what her name was to any member of the party, and no one has actually asked yet. And we'll see how
Her
long that lasts.
drinks, slept in the same room with her, threw axes. It's
I
fine.
will point out for the record, I did not sleep in the same room with you guys.
That's a good point.
True.
Okay. So, making your way downstairs, you see that the place is about a third full, but there are still people having a great time, throwing darts, yelling a bit. A lone minstrel with a 3-stringed lute appears to be playing and plunking away just to have some background sound that sounds nice. The bar is about half staffed and not fully manned in terms of like people are not wall to wall at the bar like they were the night before. However, the place is quickly, you see people starting to come in for morning breakfast, and some people are starting to come down. You think you might need to move quickly in order to get some food in you before the line starts up.
Is this Golden Corral style breakfast or it's like a buffet?
Not a buffet.
Okay.
Garlo, let's get down there.
This isn't 10-day brunch.
Oh,
10-day
okay.
brunch is on the 10th day.
Oh.
It's on the 10th day. Yeah.
already skipping down. I'm
Yeah.
using my nimbleness as a short person to just like bob and weave to get a whole table.
Okay.
To just like basically jump on top of it. It's like, back off, it's mine.
Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm trying to make my way through the crowd.
All right.
Looking
I
for
try to weave down a server, say, excuse me, can I have
Oh, hello. I'm Bonnie. I'll be your server for the evening. For
Bonnie,
the
are you
morning?
still on?
No, well, yes.
You worked the whole night shift.
Well, I started really late. I end in the day. It's a
Sure.
late night world. Anyway,
Of course.
I'll be your server. Do you guys are you all at the same table, real quick?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah,
beautiful,
I go with
beautiful.
Garlo. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, we have the usual breakfasts that you want. I mean, we've of course got the dwarven sampler. We've got the country breakfast. We have a variety of other choices as well as the vegetable stew in the morning, if you wish it. What would you like?
I'll have a country breakfast, please.
Absolutely, country breakfast it is.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I'll have some porridge, I suppose. Thank you.
Just porridge. All right. No
I'm
problem.
not a morning person.
Oh.
Okay. Would you like some Aztecan bean juice to help with that?
I really shouldn't.
Oh, yes.
Yes, one cup.
One
All right.
one for you?
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Yes, sir. And Miss, would you like some as well?
Better. Can you do something a little sweet in there?
Well, that depends on you. Do you want something sweet and sugary, or do you want something sweet and, with a little kick to it?
I like a little cake.
Of
No
course.
problem.
Oh, no.
problem. We'll put in a
Thank
little
you.
bit of, dwarven hard spirits for you to make it just a smidge, though. Just a smidge.
Just not a lot.
Add-
Just
liven it
just
up.
enough. Yeah,
As you
exactly.
wish.
You get it.
Of course. And for you, my little man.
I'll take one of the country breakfast and one of the dwarven samplers, please.
My goodness, you are a heavy eater. Look at the arms on that guy. Anyway, and you, sir, in the saffron robes.
I don't know if he's made it down yet. Or if he just has.
Oh, he is not. Oh, he has. Okay.
Probably
sorry.
on his way to the table as
Okay.
we speak.
All right. So that's one country breakfast, one bowl of porridge, a country breakfast, and a dwarven sampler, And you, sir, who just came in, what do you have?
Oh, fish and greens, please.
Fish and
Rafe!
greens. Freshwater or saltwater fish?
Saltwater, I suppose.
Of course. Saltwater fish and greens. No problem. Glad to do it. Do you want sauteed seaweed or do you just want just local fair greens?
Oh, seaweed is fine. Thank you.
All right. No problem. All right. And I got a Maztecan bean juice with a kick. Maztecan bean juice. You, sir, what would you have then?
Just a light ale for me, please.
Light ale. All right. And you?
Actually, just drinking water is fine. Thank you.
Water it is. Okay. Great. And I'll get that right up for you. And she takes off and goes to the back. Out of sight. You are now at the table, chilling out and relaxing.
Rafe, you came down a little bit late. Everything good?
Oh, yes. I just had to thank the maker.
For
Oh,
what?
yes, those pesky prayers.
Oh, well, for, the magic and for keeping us safe. And,
Trust me. After what I saw you do, you pray to whoever you need to. I keep it coming.
He gives you magic?
well, my magic is a divine gift.
You
Although
don't have
the temple priests are not quite certain that it's gone. It's very, it's God. God is my magic.
I'm convinced.
Gond is great.
Sorry, I don't have much to contribute. This sort of, I know a little bit of artificery magic. I've seen it, but I don't know any. But as far as other arcane goes, it's not really my forte. Sorry, can't add much to this conversation.
Well.
well.
It occurs to me that I don't actually know any of your names.
Oh,
I believe I introduced myself, although you were probably distracted. I'm Rafe, priest of God.
this is
Actually-
Rafe.
Yeah.
Priest of God.
Sorry, you're the one person whose name I do remember. I'm sorry, but
Sorry.
I
Sure.
you who dragged me down here. What is your name?
Looking around a little bit, seeing if there's any way for me to pawn this off. My name is Simmery.
I
You can
am
call me Simmery.
Luciano Rufa.
I'm sorry. Sima what?
Oh, no, Luciano.
No, the elf lady.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Although it's good
There's-
to know your name too.
Yes.
Is Luciano a family name?
No. Chosen name. Yes. Family name. No, we don't need to get into that. Luciano.
Oh,
Lucy.
I understand. Simmerine is fine. You can call me Simmerine.
Okay, thank you, Simmery.
My name is Garlo Lingrenholt.
I'm Turja Nighthawk.
Oh,
Urge. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Simmerine,
mm-hmm.
are you feeling better from last night? Are you when we met, I mean, you were a little bit of a disheveled state. You feeling good this morning?
I'm feeling wonderful. Thank you for
Oh,
asking.
fantastic.
I'm about to feel a little better here soon too, I imagine.
Oh, I imagine. I hear the bean juice here is exquisite. But you didn't get that. You got what did you order?
I got bean juice with a little splash of something sweet.
Okay.
So, forgive me for being a little more direct with things, but are we all considering going to this play we got tickets for?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Are you not free tickets to the opera? Are you kidding me? Of course I'm going.
I've never been, but I was just curious if we're wanting. Is this something we're looking to continue? I don't know if any of you have, but I've been looking for work for quite a while, and finding a group. I'm sure. A talented kazoo player such as yourself, but it's tricky to find work by yourself. But if you're part of a talented group, sometimes you can find it a little more lucrative. if you're all willing to stick together for a little more.
At
I-
bare minimum, I see no harm in attending the event and listening to the proposal.
I see no reason to decline right now, but I do intend to find my way to the road as soon as possible.
Oh yeah.
Yes, my church sponsors us for these walkabouts, and we do have to actually do some good in the world.
You saved
Okay.
somebody last night. That's so good.
That is true.
Well, I'm not saying it's nothing, but when they say good in the world, they really mean, build an irrigation system or fix a well.
Oh, that's
You
boring.
know how to do those things?
Yes, although I've only ever practiced. I've never really done it for real.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but judging by your hands, it doesn't look like you've done a lot of field work.
Can
Oh.
you actually see that?
I would say he would be one of the first things he checks on everybody is the toughness of their hands.
Hmm.
And
Ironically, I do have really rough hands.
Oh,
So, yeah.
is
He
it
does
mo- is
notice
it
that
from?
Turge's hands are actually unusually soft for a rough house person, supposedly.
I don't know. You don't strike me as the farming type, but I mean, is it part of your priestlyhood to be farming?
Well, farming is what most of the parishioners do, so we have an interest in it. And when we can find ways to improve their workload, of course we pursue that.
Gosh,
Do you
Hey,
good honest
actually
work.
do you actually know where you're going on this walkabout?
Oh no. I was going to check in with the House of Inspired Hands and see if they had heard of any towns that needed assistance, but I have no itinerary and no requirement really to go anywhere.
What
Time did the
brought you-
invitation say that the opera was happening? Did any of you remember? I don't remember.
I'm not sure we actually got that information yet.
About what?
Yeah,
when the opera's happening.
yeah.
Did Gherkin
It's
actually
tonight.
tell us? Besides,
The,
yeah, tonight.
the tickets tell you what time it starts, which is at approximately 7 p.m.
Okay.
And Madame Mosquito is the play.
Madame Mosquito,
Mosquito.
which I don't think any of you know anything about Madame Mosquito except for Turja.
What do I
Turgeon
know about Madame
knows.
Mosquito?
That Madame Mosquito is the fantasy love story of a princess turned into a mosquito, who then must find true love and convince a prince to kiss her. A very challenging thing for a mosquito nonetheless, but it is a true story based on actual events somewhere in Faerun.
Okay.
No one seems to know where in Faerun, but in a land far, far away, it is something that has happened. And this is the play based on it.
I explained briefly the theme of the play to the others.
How romantic.
I'm sorry. A mosquito?
I don't understand it either. It's
Part
just
serious
the theme of the
statement.
play.
Part comedy.
Interesting. I'm intrigued nonetheless. The opera wouldn't put on anything but a stellar performance. All right. What time is it now? Do we have an approximate time?
It is approximately 8 in the morning.
Okay.
And as you guys say all this, Bonnie returns. Oh, great. I'm glad you're all here.
Oh, yes.
Let's see here. Mestique and bean juice. Mestique and bean juice. Hey, here's your Mestique and bean juice with a kick. I couldn't find the right dwarven spirits that would do it without making it sour, but instead what I did is I got some halfling, it's halfling cream, but it's halfling cream that's got a little something extra in it. So it'll sweeten it right up and add that kick that you want.
Thank you so much, Bonnie.
Confused.
Cheers.
1 glass of water and 1 light ale. Extra large mug just for you, big guy.
Appreciate it, Bonnie.
Oh, anytime. Your food will be out in just a moment. And
Oh,
she
thank you.
breaks off. Your Mestique and bean juice is warm, inviting,
Oh,
and in Simarine's case, drunkenly delightful.
Delightful.
just how much of a kick did you give to that thing?
She's
Time will
gone.
tell.
She's gone. Bonnie's gone. A few moments after that, a young street urchin runs up to Cimarine. None of you saw where he came from. He hands you a note, Cimarine.
I look at it. I don't take it.
He leaves it on the table. He goes, "It's from Rook," and then takes off.
I take a sip of my delightful coffee and then promptly put my mug on top of it for now.
Okay.
You know that lad?
No, I have no idea who he is.
You've never seen that kid before.
Strange. So Rafe. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I was just saying, Rafe. It's still early. Still, I don't know if you wanted to make your way to your temple later before we hit the opera, but thought that might be nice. I know you've been trying to get your way there.
Well, I mean, originally I planned to go, but it seems like I found something to do, so it's
Okay.
not as much of a rush at this point.
We should also take some time before the performance to make ourselves presentable. The Lightsinger Theater is a very fancy place.
I'm always presentable.
A few moments
Hey,
later,
Bring it back.
Bonnie returns with your food, drops each of the large plates and 2 large plates in front of Garlo. Smaller plate for Rafe, and a small bowl for Turja. The country breakfast is stacked high with slabs of ham steak, eggs, twice fried potatoes seasoned to perfection, and of course some side greens and some fruit as well. Also, plenty of bread and butter has been placed in the middle of the table for everybody to slice up and eat it to their leisure. There is dark bread and light breads there. You take your choice as you want to slather it up. And in the meantime, also brings you each a refill of your drinks.
Thank you so much, Bonnie.
No, don't mention it there. I love your beard. It's so framing on your face.
Oh, well, thank you.
Is it a challenge to keep that up?
I have to do a little bit just to keep it from getting ratty.
Oh, yeah, rats around here are rough anyway, so stay away from them. Anyway, back to work. And she takes off.
Rafe, you dog.
I didn't know you were such a charmer.
She was just being polite.
I'm already fist deep in this food, just shoveling it in. Decorum is lost, but you notice that I am avoiding the big pieces of ham, as well as taking the bread but not buttering it right away. And I am pocketing a lot of it.
Are you pocketing the ham?
Yeah, I have
Isn't that-
extra bags.
So you have pocket ham. Good to
Pocket
know.
ham.
Pocket ham.
I'm pocketing about like a good chunk of this meal because I've come into money. I don't think it'll last long. And I've been hungry on the street before, so not gonna let that happen right now.
If I
Fair enough.
can, I would like to add some of my ham to his pile. No, I don't want to make a big deal about it. I just want to pass it on.
How are you going to do this? Are you trying to do it secretly, or are you trying to do it just like hey, can you eat some of this? I can't eat all of this. Is this what you're doing, or how are you doing this?
No, I don't think she's gonna be that obvious. I think it's just like her picking it up and not making a big deal out of it and just putting it on his plate and
Okay.
then going back to eating whatever she's starting to chomp down on.
Alrighty.
Well, you're gonna be happy you pocketed that later. I can't imagine the amount of times I wish I had some good rations, some tavern rations when I was out on the road. Ugh.
Doing a little traveling.
No, just down to town, trying to jump around, practice my art. You gotta get exposed to different areas so that you can really write something that means something,
No, not really. But I
Oh, well,
take your
yeah,
word at
that's
it.
what you do.
Sure.
What have you written?
Oh, numerous pieces, heartbreak pieces, love songs, songs about, the working man's struggles. I'm sure you've heard something. Luciano, original? No? A little,
Have you written any worship songs?
no, but if maybe I can, maybe hanging with you, I'll get inspired.
Oh.
This Gond guy is, seems like he's worthy about writing some songs about.
Oh, absolutely. God is great.
Gond is great. But yeah, just town to town.
And the rest of you did a lot of traveling. don't know much about you, but where y'all come from? If you don't want to share, that's fine. Just
I'm
curious.
originally from Baldur's Deep.
Baldur's
Up in the
Gate.
temple, or yeah, sorry, Baldur's Gate. I grew up in the temple, and I think that's really all that's pertinent and or interesting about my past.
Fair enough.
I've been around here for about a year now.
Okay.
I've actually am from here originally.
Use your help finding our way around, I guess.
I don't. I should be able to do that.
While folks are talking, I'm going to try and read my note like under the table.
Okay, so can I get a sleight of hand check, please?
Sure, let's go.
Rafe is studiously ignoring everybody else as he finally digs in to eat his fish.
Oh,
So you pick up your drink and slide it down, drink your drink. With one hand, you definitely open up the scroll envelope there, pull out the scroll, and there's a note. It says, "Hey, been looking for you since last night. Got a job for you. It's going to have you traveling a little bit. It's worth it, though. Also need to talk to you about something else that happened. There's some money in it, too, for you. Signed, Rook."
All right. Hmm.
And the reason it came out like that is because you can hear his voice as you read the
course.
note. It just sounds right to you. It's like you can see the handwriting.
Mhm.
It's a mishmash of shitty handwriting too, by the way. But you've read through enough of his we that you can read what he writes in common to you.
Fair enough. Oh well, I know we have a show tonight, but good news. I'm going to present the note as if I hadn't just been trying to hide it previously. I might have to work with money. I hear we like money.
money is
Of
great.
money.
Money is great.
Universal.
I also agree. Money is great. So I might sneak off to talk to this guy real quick, or after we're done with breakfast and all. But if it's worth it, I'll bring it back to you all, unless anyone wants to come. Rook's kind of a figure. Don't worry about it. Just don't make direct eye contact. You'll be fine.
I think you hired me as bodyguard, so it's probably best to go with you.
Oh, that's right.
Sure. I mean, this Rook fellow sounds trustworthy and all, but it is dangerous on the streets of Waterdeep, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Waterdeep, please. It's the safest place on earth.
We just
After
murdered a couple
yesterday,
people.
hey, keep
People?
your voice
We are
down.
alive, are we not?
Quiet. The watch doesn't know
self-defense.
anything about what happened yesterday, and that's the way I like it.
I was talking about the thing that came out of the pit here. I don't know what you're all talking about.
But we survived. It's safe. It's fine.
Right.
Fair
I'll
enough.
take your word for it for now.
Yes, I'll accompany you, Marie. Absolutely.
That was delightful.
Fair enough.
I'm just
together.
continuing to eat slowly. Very ticky.
Do you know about where this is? If it's sort of like a afternoon track we're gonna take if we're visiting a temple and visiting your friend, and then we need to find clothes. Is that what you were saying, Turgeon?
That would probably be prudent unless you want to stand out very sorely.
So just to kind of throw some things out there so you guys are tracking where you're headed and all your stuff is doing. The temple is in the Sea Ward. So is the Playhouse. Places to get freshened up and look better, potentially, are in either the North Ward or in the Sea Ward. Potentially, maybe even in the Trades Ward, but it's a lot less selection there and a lot more risk that you won't look your best to fit in. However, where Cimarine needs to go is on the border of the Docks Ward and the South Ward.
Okay.
And then I think, yeah, that covers the House of Inspired Hands. That covers everything else too. So, yeah. The Temple of Agma, on the other hand, is in the it's right on the border of the Sea Ward and the Castle Ward.
Ward.
Mhm.
Do we have a reason to go there today?
No, but that's just to clarify, just in case you were
Okay.
going to ask Turja, because I know you might want to. So, or that's your go-to place. So, you are
So
currently in the Castle Ward, which is kind of central to a lot of it. The Castle Ward is, besides a few places like this, it's where most of the bureaucrats and people running the city are working out of. And then there are people who live here as well. So, plenty of people live in every ward. But, so it's a nice area, but a lot of the city to do is done here.
So it's been a while since I've ever had anything tailor-made, but I know that takes time. If we were wanting to do this efficiently, we could go look for a tailor now, find the clothes we want, get them adjusted, and then while they're doing that, we can visit your temple, Rafe, and then go south, talk to who we need to, and then on our way back up, if we need to drop off anything here at the inn, and then go pick up our clothes and get gussied up.
That sounds like a good plan.
Very reasonable suggestion.
I sort of stopped listening halfway through, but it sounded sound, so I trust you.
All right. I think we have our heading.
All right. So, are you going to go to the North Ward or the Sea Ward for the clothes?
The North Ward.
Because
What's that?
North Ward.
Everyone's
I'll trust
agreeing?
Turja on that one.
Okay. All
Just
right.
a bumpkin. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Okay. So going into the North Ward. So you're leaving the Yawning Portal right now? Okay. So you
Finish
finish
our
off your
breakfast.
breakfast.
Well, finish our breakfast and
Of
please.
course you shovel that stuff down and you eat your porridge that tastes oddly like sawdust. Because that's what porridge tastes like. Cimarine, your coffee's great. That's all I can tell you.
It probably starts off with her drinking it pretty quick. Like the first one goes back, and then it slows down pretty
Mhm.
quick after
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
The just the initial,
You're nursing it. You've hit
Yeah.
your point. You've got your buzz going. You're good.
we're like a
You're good.
mellow. We like to be
Yeah.
mellow.
Yeah. All right. So you finish off your meal. You pay your bill, which is approximately 5 silver pieces each for all of you, except for Gerlo. It's 8 silver pieces. You rise from your seats and you step outside into Waterdeep. Hold on a second here. Let me bring that up. Stepping into the city, the Castle Ward is lively. People are moving back and forth along the roads. Discussions are taking place in every nook and cranny, discussing the latest in government. It's kind of wild. Hold on a second here. There we go. Making sure the volume's not too rough there. From there, first thing you notice is, besides the drays are going back and forth, you notice that hold on a second. I got stuff coming up here that shouldn't be. There we go. You notice the drays are going back and forth, wagons full of goods and stuff, including a wagon with a large steel cage built into it, and a couple sullen folks chained to the floor, their arms and legs chained via manacles to the floor in the center, where none of them can get away from where they're at, being moved towards one of the castles themselves with a full guard complement on each one. A few moments later, as you start walking down the way, you hear one of the broadsheet kids hawking his wares for one of the latest broadsheets, and you only catch him partway through. It's like, explosion, rock docks ward, order of mages and protectors investigating a rogue wizard. Read about it today. 4 dock workers murdered by possible gangsters in a turf war. Jewels stolen from Lady Nandar's estate while she was home. Is this another crime of the Black Mask? Daggerford
wizard.
Spring Festival starts in 2 days. Legendary Wizard Showcase will be presented. Will there be a Wizard's Duel again this year? Man on caravan security claims seeing a flying ship. Also, he was very drunk. We have plenty more to tell you. Pick up today's broadsheet. Find out the opportunities only today, only today.
I actually go pick up the broadsheet.
That'll
take
be
one
three
as well.
copper. 3 copper each, please. 3 copper each.
I hand over 5.
Oh, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. He hands you he goes, the sales are on page 3.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And you, sir, plenty in there for you as well, I'm sure. Check out the stuff in the South Ward. I think you'll like it.
Thank you. As I turn my back, I am using it to wrap the ham that is in my pocket, like a fish wrap, essentially.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I stare at him like he's committed sacrilege.
It's actually good insulation, and you can burn it later. All that fat actually helps it burn.
I suppose that's practical from a certain viewpoint.
Indeed, it's a very handy travel tip.
So mark yourself fat fused burnt burnable newspaper on your character sheet if you wish. And go ahead and give yourself 3 days rations worth of pocket ham. So pocket ham steak. All right. A few moments later, you continue to walk. You're going to go a little while, or you can jump on a dray and go a lot faster.
I recommend the dray. We don't have too much time to waste today.
Sure.
The sides of the drays have advertising, which you didn't really pay attention to last time. But of course, you see things for, Aurora's Whole Realms catalog, carrying everything you could possibly want from all over the world. There's some minor things on there, about current times and of things going on in the Colosseum, special events and bards that are in town playing to rock the place. Not a lot of major stuff. As you
Lucy,
load
why
up,
isn't your name up there?
We want to give the up and comers a shot. Us well-established, musicians, we understand the struggles. We usually give the drays. Nobody really pays attention to the dray advertisement.
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I appreciate the fair play inherent in that statement.
Hey. Yeah.
jumping onto the drays, you each pay your 2 copper piece fare for the destination that you're headed to. Rolling up, you jump off one dray, jump onto another 2 copper, and you get to your general location in the North Ward. From here, you've got your choice of several different clothier shops that Turgia has put in front of you. There are, there's one that's run by dwarves, a dwarven family called Iron Needles. There's another one called what's it called? The Gold Foil Clothiers, and then there's the last one, which is known as Silver Wells. Which one would you like to go to?
Which one do you think we'd prefer, Turgia?
Well, do either any of these specialize with men's clothes versus women's clothes?
No, they do both. All of them. They do
I
both.
see. Well, they're all about equally good, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm a Silver Wells man. I think I'm gonna venture on that way.
Oh, well, that sounds good. Luciano has fantastic taste in clothing.
Thank you, Rafe.
Does he
Look at
actually?
you gussied up, Rafe. Come on.
I actually have no idea.
So stepping into Silver
Probably.
Wells, you hear the door, the little bell that's attached to the door. So when the door opens, ding, 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 and you step inside.
Hello. Anybody?
Welcome to Silver Wells. A large, portly gentleman comes in, beard and waxed mustache, beautiful hair, hat tilted to the side, tanned skin, and he comes up with his big-bodied self. A whole group of you. Are we getting for one for each of you, or are we just shopping for one? Is this for a wedding? Is this for a special event? Or is this just your normal average day out in the North Ward or Sea Ward today?
We're
We've got a
actually going to the
very good
theater.
choice.
I heard some of that. I heard theater and choice. What exactly is going on?
Oh, we've decided to take in a play at the theater.
A play at the theater. So you're shopping for evening wear out on the town.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Excellent. And this is for each of you.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Not the
stunning,
same
stunning.
one though. I don't think we all want to fit into one outfit. I think we each want our own.
I see what you're saying there.
Uh-huh.
And he taps his nose. Well, easily done. And he claps his hands. Gentlemen, front and center, we have paying customers tonight. And from there, 5 or 6 various different tailors. You've got a couple half elves, a human, a couple dwarves, and a gnome pop out. And they all come out ready to go. Glasses tilted on their nose, vests full of things like shears and measurement sticks and measurement tapes. And they all come out and goes, please get their measurements quickly. And then we'll talk about what they want. And so each one of them comes up to each of you. And then there's a couple extras that are starting to get ready to go grab fabrics and stuff. And they come to you and they say, okay, this is only going to take a moment. I need you to hold your arms out straight like this. That does the loop and swoop when he says your inseam, which is really creepy to some of you. Checks everything else. Okay. The women, they tastefully, measure everything that they need to measure. Hips, waist, bust, all of the stuff that they have to measure as tailors to make sure that they get you exactly the fit that you need. Now, I can get you gussied up in a number of different ways. We can use standard fabrics. We can use glamored fabrics. We can use a variety of different things to get you what you need. Now,
Standard is fine.
well, glamored fabrics allow you to change the appearance slightly of your clothes as you wish. Now, they cost just a smidge more, but the utility of it is fantastic. And who wouldn't want to, be able to change their appearance just slightly in case someone else wears a similar dress? And you don't want
I
to
put
look
a
like
hand
them.
on Simmerine's shoulder and say, no, standard is just fine, really.
But you can change it.
But it costs more.
Look how much more.
Probably more than we have.
Oh.
Well, a standard outfit is about 15 gold.
Oh God.
Well, it's some of the
Carlos.
finest wear you'll ever wear. It's fine clothing, of course. Multiple layers, tailored just for you. Colors to die for, even in standard fabrics.
So if it's tailored just to us, there shouldn't be an identical one, which means we shouldn't need glamored fabrics, right?
That's the theory. But you see, we're not the only tailors in town. And people sometimes look similar. Perhaps you don't want to have the same colors as they do. Perhaps you want something a little bit spectacular.
No,
Perhaps you want to make it look like a
normal is fine.
star field is surrounding you, or fire, or just multi-pattern. It's your choice. and
It's
it will work
fine.
for you. Well, I appreciate that, Turja, or Miss, but I'm talking to her. And the cost of that outfit would be a measly 20 gold versus far more expensive magical fabrics.
I mean, that's only 5 more gold.
It's only 5.
But then I want to have money for my bodyguard. And I value that a little bit more. But next time I have a lot of money, I'm definitely coming back.
Absolutely. So for each of you, we can put together a beautiful ensemble. For you, because you're a man of the cloth, we can use your same color palette, but gussy it up a bit and create a new robe set for you. Will that work?
Oh, certainly. But you can also do the glamored for me, just in case I don't necessarily want to be wearing saffron tonight.
Ooh.
Absolutely, a man of the cloth and with taste. Now, will any of you need any additional pockets, perhaps secreted within?
Yes. Wait, is that more money?
No. 15 gold, that's plenty for you. You just
Okay.
need to make sure of what and where.
Oh,
Actually, something like
Everywhere.
that does sound pretty agreeable to me as well.
We have some people who wish to have a small document pouch, or for a few papers here and there to carry their various things. Sometimes we need people who want another pouch to hide some of their jewels or jewelry. And other times we have people who just need to have a little space for their self-protective daggers. It's just up to you.
Go with all of the above.
All of the above for everyone.
Just
Well,
the
for me.
last one for me personally.
Oh, what if
I
you
only
need
have-
stuff?
Yes. You with the funny.
I'd
Yes, you.
I'd like the glamored outfit, please.
Outstanding. All right.
I
With
only
that-
have 2 daggers, just to be clear. I don't need more than 2.
You need 2 pockets for 2 daggers. No documents, perhaps for your book of Gond or whatever it is you carry.
Well, I carry that in a, scroll pouch. So
Okay, absolutely. And with that, they work with each of you to come up with your own look. And so I'm going to have you tell me right now what each of your looks is going to be.
Ooh.
Now, with the glamored, the look that you need to focus on is the cut, the
Yeah.
fit. The glamored will allow you to change its appearance, texture, and or color, but it will not let you change the look in some ways. Like you can't suddenly look like 8 feet tall or anything like that. It's a minor holographic illusion that is embedded into the fabric itself that you can control with a action.
Okay, I've been thinking on this
Mhm.
because, of course, I imagine it is something very flowy. There's as many flowy, gossamery kind of layers as possible. I'm thinking a lot of pinks and oranges and yellows. I think it has a nice, like, off the shoulder, not puffy sleeves by any means, but just like a kind of nice little sweetheart neckline. No midriff, floor length, but she is very excited that there's pockets, and whenever she can, she'll put her hands in and be like, pockets.
So almost a very fine sundress
Yes.
with a lot more flowy bits.
All the flowy bits. Make it
With
as flowy as possible.
All the amazing spring colors.
Yes.
Perfect. Done. Snaps his fingers and they go to work.
I'll go.
Yes, please, Garlo.
Yep. So it is a pair of pinstripe pants that are very well made, that have extra pocket on the side of them that could be used for storage. Then it's a white shirt that has almost, they look jeweled. They're not really jeweled buttons going down the center of it. And then a pair of nice suspenders that have a arm guard on either side that go above his right above the elbow. And then it is a large wool coat as an overcoat that just goes right to about below the knee. And then so if the need arises, he can take it off easy, and then he has full use of his arms. Kind of that Peaky Blinders kind of look.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Did you want a hat to go with that?
Place in Mike here.
All right. Now he doesn't give you a Peaky Blinders hat.
Sure.
But he does give you a nice hat that works well for your gnomish frame. Who's next?
Oh,
I'll go.
Excellent.
Luciano.
For me, it's at least with the glamour. It's just basic, not basic, but white shirt. More puffy sleeves, more fanciful. A vest, a nice little dress vest fitted to Luciano. He's not the most fit person, but it fits him. And then it's I don't know what you call it, but it's that the cut cloak. So it's like a half cloak here, but then it drapes down into like
It's
a
a
full,
cape.
Cape cloak. Yeah.
Yeah. Cape.
And then just at least with right now, just the basic colored pants, and it's gonna be kind of like I wanted the green cloak, the green vest, white shirt, and then going into a green pants. He's going full green right now. He's feeling-
Perfect. And you can change the color at will.
exactly.
No problem. Did you want the pointed hat that goes with that and drapes to the back? Did you want
Ooh.
the beret, perhaps?
I would. I'll say no. I'm
How
gonna
about the
style my
beanie?
hair. Yes.
Me?
Yes.
You want a beanie?
I would love a beanie.
Absolutely. What colors? Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to make it glamored anyway. So
Yes.
it'll be perfect.
Let's
What color would you like it to start with? The greens to match your outfit?
do black. No, black to start. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's another case of reality making fantasy true. Now, my good man, Padre of the Cloth, what can we do for you?
Well, I was thinking the martial cut of the robes would be good, as well as some nice tailored slacks, a frock coat, and well, let's go with a slightly fancier broad-brimmed hat. How does that sound?
Broad brimmed. I like it. I like it. Perfect. All right. So he brings you a couple different hats to just double check everything. You select your hat. You come out. Basically, your outfit's going to have you looking like, well, from the get-go, you'll be one step away from being a gond pimp. So, but perfect nonetheless. Perfect nonetheless. Turja, please, what is your outfit going to be?
Dark purple silk dress with dark red accents, sort of drapey sleeves loose along the forearm, and modest neckline. And that's really about it.
Now we're going to add some additional lace around the bodice to make sure it really has that layered look that you're looking for. Now the choice is, do you want the lace to be purple or do you want the lace to be red?
Red.
A little bit garish, but I like it.
Dark
like
red.
it.
Dark red.
Dark red, of course.
Yeah.
All right, done. Beautiful. And just give us about 15 minutes. And before you know it, Cimmerine's outfit is already coming out. Just as he says, give me 15 minutes, because that's how fast they work. And they have magic, which makes things work even faster. So your outfit is on. It says, please try it on, make sure it works for you.
Get a swirl. I'm so very excited. Sound of Music style. Turning
So
around.
she runs into the changing area, comes back out. Woo, woo,
Look at
woo.
my dress. Isn't it so pretty?
Cimarine,
That's
that's
wonderful.
Now, would you like us
absolutely
to bag
amazing.
that, or do you plan on wearing that out of the shop today?
I'm gonna wear it out of the shop.
No, bag it. Trust me on this one. You want to bag it.
Fine, she'll bag it.
Beautiful, beautiful. That'll be 20 gold. Oh, 15. You did
Oh
not
my
get
God.
sorry.
No.
I forgot you did not get the glamored package. A few moments later, Garlo's comes out.
Try it on, and then I come out with a coat over my arm, hat on, and then just grab the suspenders. It's not really my look, is it?
Now, just make sure you tie your hair back in the style of the wealthy nobles or wealthy merchants, and you'll blend right in.
Of course. And I
All right.
do a flip of the coat and just wear it over my shoulders.
It looks like it fits you. You look like a person to be dealt with carefully at the negotiating table right now. You'll do well.
Fair enough. Thank you kindly. Can I please get this wrapped? I don't trust
Oh,
myself not
certainly.
to spill on it.
And that'll be 15 gold as well.
It's like prying it out of Garlo's iron grip.
Oh,
Just
built
each
into
coin.
every one of our pieces is built-in mending. So these, should a tear occur, a minor one, anything, it'll self-repair within moments of it occurring. So no, we need to worry. You're getting your money's worth. Luciano's outfit comes out. It is everything that you wanted it to be. The greens, you're just
holding
like
the capes out.
Yep. I mean, you're just one step away from looking like you're wearing the Joker's outfit with those greens, but it works for you. It works for you. Your beanie, on the other hand, with those greens, it's definitely like it's like a centerpiece.
Yeah.
It does not seem to change. And you have glamored, so you can swap it any way you want. That'll be 20 gold, please.
Sir, thank you so much.
A few moments later, Rafe's comes out. It is everything you dreamed it would be. Your hat is styling, and it's glamored as well. So alter as you see fit. That'll be 20 gold, sir.
Oh, certainly. This looks amazing. Thank you.
And last and certainly not least, for you, Turja, your outfit. Now, I'm surprised you don't have more refined tastes, but I see that your stature comes before you. Most people, when they walk in here, they do what your friends did, but you did not. You've been in a place like this before. You know the rules.
We don't need to go into anything like that. I go in and try on the clothes.
It's perfectly fit.
I didn't expect anything else.
As anticipated, madam. That'll be 15 gold, please.
I hand over the money and then I go back to change back and get my clothes bagged properly because I don't want to mess them up before the theater.
Now, could we deliver these to a place for you, or are you going to carry them out?
If you could deliver them to the awning portal, that would be wonderful.
Yes. Care of whom?
Well, Cimarine, do you want to just put them in your room? That way they'll all be together.
Yes, in my room, but not my name.
Put it under
If-
Lucy's name.
Yeah, put under Lucy's name. Lucy, what's your name? Luciano.
You can put it under Luciano. That's fine.
Luciano. Okay,
Yes.
absolutely. We will take care of that for you. And in a few moments, your bags are bundled and everything else is stacked up neat. We'll have it over there within an hour.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Thank you so
Beautiful.
much.
No, thank you for your business. Please come again to Silverwells.
Sorry, I didn't get your name, sir.
Well, it's James Silverwell.
Obviously, James. What? This guy. Garland, let's go. You make me look bad.
Jaymes, for those who are taking notes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Silverwell. You and your staff were incredible.
Well, we aim to please. Gentlemen, back to the drawing board. We have our appointment in about 20 minutes. You came in just in time. We didn't have an appointment, so your walk-ins were welcome. Good luck.
Which, the step outside is like, well, it certainly went a lot quicker than I thought it would.
How exciting.
That's why we go to professionals like Silverwell.
Have
Are you
been
just
there
trying to say
before?
that while the door's still open?
He already has our money.
You shouldn't really call him out on those performances, Garlo. He is, after all, a man of some talent.
Oh,
Ooh.
Better than no talent. Yes, I am a man of talent.
Gosh, sorry, I didn't meant nothing by it. I was just trying to figure out what you were up to.
suspicious.
It never hurts to hobnob. You got to know the high class of the area. That way, hopefully you get invited to certain places, certain things.
Where
think
did you want
Trisha-
to be invited?
This is noble areas. Maybe somebody needs a performance for a birthday celebration or an anniversary, or you never know who might need some kind of performance. You've got to build up a repertoire of good people to know.
So you do
What's your client
birthdays
base?
I do anything.
and anniversaries and weddings. Are you a wedding singer?
Singer, no. Player.
Oh, player.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Fair enough. All right then. On our way to the Many Hands place, or what's that then? Rafe.
The House of Inspired Hands
Inspired Hands.
Inspire me.
in the Sea Ward, of course. So we're probably quite a ways away. Would we want to take a drive or just walk at this point?
Are we far away, or are we nearby?
North, right?
Where was that you said you were heading?
The House of Inspired Hands, which is
House of
in the
Inspired
Sea Ward.
Hands. Okay. It is in the Sea Ward.
Okay.
It is close enough that you could walk there and be there in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh,
Let's just
yeah.
walk it.
Let's walk it.
You can stretch my legs.
As we go by, is there, as we're passing through, I know this is more the hoity-toity side, but is there a place that is selling, like a blacksmith that's selling armaments and anything like that?
I need a replacement dagger.
That would be further north by
Okay.
a couple, 2 or 3 blocks. You could easily get there in about 10 to 15 minutes as well.
If no one's opposed, we got those new inserts in the clothes, but I don't have anything small enough to fit in them, so
I need a replacement dagger, so I'd like to go there as well.
I suppose you lost one in the back of that one feller.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Well, I mean, you can see if the temple has anything on offer. There's always somebody working on something.
Might pass a shop on the way.
Fair enough.
Sure.
All right. Make our way to the House of Inspired Hands.
All right, so you're going to the House of Inspired Hands first, or you're going to the blacksmith first?
House,
Do
it
the-
sounds like.
What's that?
Sounds like the house first.
House first? Okay, cool. Easy enough. All righty. So, making your way to the various different places and locations you go to, you do find a massive temple. Now, Turja, you've walked by the place a few times, but I don't know that you've fully taken it in. The rest of you, I don't know how often you've been up this far north into the Seaward area. Rafe, you have seen places like this. This is not as big as the Gond temple in Baldur's Gate, but it is still quite large. It looks like a cross between a temple and a workshop. A symbol of Gond, a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently. And you can see the silhouettes of a humanoid shape, holding the cog aloft. And there it is. From the rooftops, you see occasional sparks and arcs, and boom, you see a bird. Smoke still rising from its body, as whatever has sparked an arc to keep the birds off the roof has apparently wiped it out. Now, it's very rare that you see birds lighting on this building. Apparently, the word has gotten out, don't come here. But as you get closer, you do see a fair amount of dead bird bodies that have littered around the area.
Probably a
Such
bunch
as
of
it is.
cats around here too. Just
Free food.
free food, picking them off.
You never know. You don't see any cats at the moment.
If is this safe?
Hmm?
I'd advise probably not climbing on anything while we're here.
Yeah, safe bet.
Yes, I
Don't
would
wander around the roof. You'll be fine.
recommend that you don't trespass.
Noted. Kind of shuffle around the bird. Did the bird fall in front of us, you said? Or just on the
It
ground?
just fell, boom,
Okay.
to the side in one of the areas. You definitely knew it was a bird that just got, toasted, like a bug zapper, essentially for birds.
Okay.
Just tucking in behind Rafe. Just
Yeah.
dipping in.
Is
Okay.
that Gond?
No, well, it's an inspiration from Gond, so in a way, yes.
Huh.
Gond hate birds.
Gond
Yeah.
hates birds.
Well, birds aren't real.
What?
Birds aren't real.
I must know everything in big detail now.
It's complicated. We can talk about it later.
Promise?
Sure.
Me and Lucy are just like staring at each other like
You soon find yourself standing in front of the large temple and its massive doors. A few acolytes standing outside appear to be smoking pipeweed as they're pacing back and forth, trying to figure out whatever it is going to be their next inspired creation. You step inside the open doors, and you're greeted by the sounds of an extremely busy hall. The hall of work and the hands are amazing. You hear the sounds of gears whirring and clicking. You hear the sounds of electrical energy popping, and you smell the acrid smoke or scent of acids and other alchemical compounds at work. What do you wish to do first in the Hall of Inspired Hands?
Please don't touch anything without being invited to. I need to find an acolyte who can contact one of the ranking priests.
I thought this was the House of Inspired Hands. Wouldn't Inspired Hands touch and investigate?
That's a point.
Luciano, if you get yourself killed, go ahead. That just means there's going to be more gold for the rest of us.
She also has a point.
Garlo's hands have been tucked into his armpits since he said anything. It's just like
I'm tucking mine in my pockets.
I'm gonna look around. Is there actually an acolyte on the floor, or am I gonna have?
There
to
are
dig
many
around?
of them. They're all working at various different workbenches, doing all sorts of stuff. Now you hear a combination of it's okay. I think we've got it now too. Son of a! I just almost bit my finger off. What the hell? And then just a few of them, and a small, very energetic gnome with goggles and all sorts of extra pouches comes up to you. Of course, on top of his orange saffron robes and work clothing, because it's not quite the robes actually. It's more like the saffron robe or the saffron clothing that people who are doing the hard work would wear, not the stuff when they're doing their
It's just a
daily
jumpsuit,
travels.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra reinforced knees, extra reinforced elbows, extra reinforced seat. But it's very Gond, very much a Gond item. As he comes over, what can I do for you?
Oh, greetings, brother. My name is Rafe Keeler. I'm
Ah.
from Baldur's Gate. I was hoping to speak with one of the ranking clergy.
Rafe Keeler. Well, my brother, Gorf Greyjim. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, absolutely. A pleasure,
Yes.
Gorf.
Yes, I'm so happy to see you. Let me let Valletta, the high priest of the temple, know that you have arrived from afar. Give me one moment. And he fumbles for something in his pocket, and then he pulls out a little stone. And he goes, please alert the high priest that a brother from Baldur's Gate has arrived. Are you on walkabout?
Yes.
He's on walkabout and has stopped by the temple. At the front gate, the front doors. Yes. I think that was too long. Anyway, they'll be along any moment. Please make yourselves at home and, not at home. Please make yourselves at these benches and I'll see you some other time. I wish you luck, brother.
Oh, thank you. And good luck with your studies.
Oh, thank you. I'm really focused on how lightning energy can be stored, compressed, and released, along with various different types of what do you call it? Artificial limbs. And yes. We try our best to try to help those who've had unfortunate injuries, and so those are my two fields of study. And sometimes I get to do even more with that. But anyway, and what's your field of study?
Well, I actually am a study in the implementation of agricultural improvements.
Like farm implements?
Yes, and irrigation techniques and things like that.
Oh, sounds rather interesting.
Oh, no need to flatter. I know how boring it sounds, but it's important work.
Yes, actually, I was going to say that. But anyway, best of luck. I'll see you around, I'm sure. And he, filters through the crowds and goes over to another very well-stocked workbench with all sorts of things. There's things like wind-up cogs. You see things that look like arms sticking out. You see all sorts of stuff. None of it makes sense to you. A few moments later, a large dragonborn, bronze scales, is flanked on with two lesser acolytes, approaches. Are you one of you? Must be you. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. What brings you to the House of Inspired Hands today?
Greetings, High Priestess. I am on my walkabout, and as I was in the city, I figured I should stop by and to see if there was anything that you were aware of in the surrounds that, I might be able to help with.
But what is your field of study?
Oh, well, I am a specialist in agricultural implements and aids.
Really?
Yes.
Like farm tools?
Yes.
Beautiful. Well, there's golden fields to the north. They do a lot of agriculture. But there are various towns to the north and south of here that would love to have your expertise, I'm certain. It is my understanding that, the town of Leland, farther to the north, although it is dangerous to get there, is being recolonized, and
Oh.
perhaps it could use some assistance as well. There's Fandelva being rebuilt as we speak, and possibly even Daggerford further south. I'm not sure, but you have opportunities in a variety of places. Any farm hamlet would pretty much do better with you there.
Well, flattering of you to say so, High Priestess.
No, I really mean it. Anything that improves their lot in life would be wonderful.
Well, I'll take it under advisement. It sounds like I have a couple of things left to do in town before I can leave, though. Is there anywhere you would recommend that I not go?
The Darks Ward, low water areas in particular. It's where well, that's not entirely true. I would recommend staying out of the Swill to the north. That particular area is, well, it was once open fields, but now, quite a few years later, it's become quite the slum. It's probably the most dangerous area in town.
You said it used to be fields?
It used to be open fields. Caravans used to park there, but then eventually people started building ramshackle buildings, and it's really more of a ramshackle slum of alleys and dangerous areas. But businesses are there. They just usually do the unsavory things that no one else wants to do anywhere else.
I see. Well, thank you for your guidance.
My only other guidance would be wary of the unions, the guilds. They don't take kindly to you doing any of their jobs or taking any of their work from them.
I will endeavor to avoid the Guild of Farmers, I suppose.
No. Anything that you do, you must either sell to the guild directly or, well, if it's in the city anyway. So you create a contraption, for example, that sweeps up the streets better. Well, you better sell that to the Dung Sweepers Guild. You better not sell that to anyone else.
Okay. That seems rather limiting, but sure.
Such is the city. It's not Baldur's Gate, unfortunately.
Well, it seems that's true.
How is things in Baldur's Gate these days?
Oh, everything is going really well, actually. The temple has managed to make good inroads with the current leadership of the Flaming Fist, and as far as I know, all of the high priest's acolytes have come back alive from their walkabouts recently, so he's a very happy man.
That is an amazing event, to say the least, and a wonderful average. So I wish you the best.
Thank you.
The House of Inspired Hands is always open to you. Please, if you ever need anything, we have extensive libraries and a variety of other things that may be of use. And if you need tools occasionally that are beyond your reach otherwise, of course, we have them on staff here. And I'd like to also, and just as he says that, or she says that, another robed priest comes over and says, "A moment," and then whispers something into her ear. She goes, "Really? Again?" Well, you are welcome here. I'm afraid I have to go investigate something. I wish you the best. You're welcome to check out the Hall of Exemplary Inventions or make your way around the temple as you need to. Of course, you know the restrictions and various things you can and can't do while you're here, but I wish you the best of luck. And with that, Valletta then gives a curtsy, steps away, followed quickly by her two acolytes, and of course the person who brought her the message.
Well, my check-in here is done, unless you want to take a look around and see if any of the acolytes is willing to sell you a knife or a dagger on the sly. We can go.
On the sly? Why would it have to be on the sly?
Well, it sounds like the guilds would be angry if they sold to you directly, doesn't it?
I mean, a bit of sharpened steel is a bit of sharpened steel. As
Well,
long
if
as
it's
we're
sold in temple, it's okay. If it's sold out of temple, then you're going up against the guilds.
Would I know that?
Yeah, you know that.
Okay.
You do know that. Yeah.
Well,
They can't
so much-
regulate anything inside the temple.
Not so much on the sly as, inside the temple grounds exclusively.
A
they
church
make-
tax exemption. Yeah,
Yep.
it works out pretty well for them.
Exactly.
Where
Do
we're
they
safe from
do
the
their
birds.
knives better than the ones I can get outside the temple?
It depends on who's here, but probably.
Worth a try then.
Turn to
Okay.
Garlo. How did we get the one that does farming? Look at all these ones.
I think it's kind of nice. Not.
I mean, I
although,
wouldn't trade you for anything, Rafe.
As we walk around, can I spot? Is anyone working on anything that looks like
Sharp and pointy.
clockwork devices?
Oh.
Oh, there are all sorts of. Hold on a second here. Devices like gnomish TikToks and varieties of other things. Not quite on the level of the things you've heard about from the Neverwinter water clocks,
Sure.
but definitely some fantastic TikToks. What do you want this clockwork device to do that you're asking about?
Actually, if it's all the same, I'm just looking to collect some clockwork materials and something that I could construct myself.
Oh, are you going to make a gnomish wine bottle opener?
So what you're looking for is a variety of cogs and springs, right?
All I need is some components. I actually have a little bit of experience.
Well, great. You probably want to head over to the supply shop over there, and he points to a nice long hallway with a door at the end. He goes, "You can find just about anything you need there. I mean, we keep minor items here and there, but that's the place to go pick up your goods."
Perfect. Much appreciated.
No problem.
Make my way over to the supply, which I'm imagining would also be a place that would house daggers, other sharp and pointy things. It's all supplies.
Blocks of steel. You make the daggers. You get
Okay.
components. Like other people are making, the cogs and stuff and feeding them into this place, so that other people can make the next thing up. So it's like this endless series of acolytes and then journeymen and other priestly levels as they grow in skill sets. From there, you go into the store and it's quiet. Shelf upon shelf has just nothing is out. Every shelf has its own little drawer or box ready to pick up, and each thing is labeled with a code, but not stating exactly what's in it. You have to go to the front desk to decode all this, especially if you're not from there. So as you step to the front desk, you see that there is the same gnome who you saw earlier, Gorf Greygem, is haggling over some bits of copper and some other things. And he goes, all right. Slides some coin across the thing and then says, I swear, every time the prices are going up, it's hard to get your research done these days. And he storms out.
Excuse me, Mr. Gracham.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
I was hoping to get some things out of your supply room.
Oh, I'm not the supply guy. It's that guy, Herschel. He's the supply guy. I'm just buying. I wish you luck.
Oh.
And he steps out the door. Yep, that's me. I'm Herschel. I'm the guy. You see a large human, portly, saffron robes standing there, clean shaven face. Looks like he's about 12 years old in a 32-year-old's body.
Greetings,
Hi.
Brother Herschel.
Hello, brother. And what is your name?
Why, I'm Rafe Keeler of Baldur's
Oh.
Gate.
Welcome, Rafe. I am working the shop today. I'm not always here, but I'm happy to see you all today. So, what am I helping you with?
Oh, my companions have some requests that hopefully the church can fulfill.
Please, make your requests known.
I'm looking for some pieces of clockwork that I might be able to do my own artificing with.
Cogs, gears, and springs?
Just about. And any sort of brass or iron casings that you might have that I might be able to carve my own filigree into.
Cogs, springs, And gears are in boxes Alpha 6003, 6004, and 6005. Iron Works would be in Indigo 2003-26. Check that shelf. That the whole row is that shelf because they're bigger. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyone else?
I was hoping you had some daggers I could purchase from you.
Oh, we don't sell daggers. You'd have to pick those up from the floor, the workaday floor. All right.
Way over
Anything
there.
else? You quickly go to those boxes. You pick out what you need. You come back. He goes, okay, I see here. I see these. I see these. I see these. That's going to be about 2 gold. All these small cogs. You must be building quite a bit of cool stuff.
I just want to try something out.
Well, I wish God's glory upon you.
Much appreciated, Mr. Hershey.
Yeah. All right. And is that all?
I think we'll make our way to the floor, you said.
Yep. Just go out to the work floor and ask who's making weapons. And I'm sure somebody there will love to show you everything that they're making.
Thank you, Brother Herschel.
And you too, Brother Rafe. Good luck. Gond is great.
Gond is great. Thank the maker.
Thank the maker. And out you go. Out on the work floor, it is extremely busy once again, as people are continuing to labor in the House of Inspired Hands. Hold on a second here. I'm seeing stuff go crazy on my end. You come out and you ask about a couple different, who's making weapons. They bring you to a couple different groups, and they're like, there's 2 guys standing there. They don't even mention their names. They're like, so you're looking for weapons. So like, what do you need?
Easily concealable.
Well, we make lots of things that are concealable, but what do you need?
Daggers. Let's start there. Daggers.
Oh, daggers are easy. That's easy to conceal. Okay. Yeah, we've got a few of them. We've got, some regular daggers that we haven't really done much to yet. Those, that is what it is. Let's see here. And then we've got some with a couple extra good stuff on them. I mean, should you need it, we can do things like, I've got this one right here. Pulls out one. It's got a hollow bulb on it. You can take it and tap the walls, and it'll tell you where something's hollow because it won't ring the same. Or in a pinch, you can take it off, fill it with poison, put it back on. And when you do a quarter turn and then turn it back to tighten it, it coats the blade in poison as it drops off. Not that you'd need to do such a thing, but we try to come up with different plans and ways to use things. Now, obviously, if it's full of liquid, you cannot, sound on the walls, but if it isn't, you're good to go.
I say how much?
Let's see here. Let me check my materials costs. By going to, hold on here. Let's see here. Standard dagger these days runs. There we go. Checking through his materials. He says, well, I mean, normally these would be about 2.5 gold pieces. So we'll say 3 gold for this.
I say that sounds fair.
Fair
I,
indeed.
Hand over 3 gold.
And you get a dagger of sounding.
Okay.
It is a mundane, or it is a common magic item. I'll get
Okay.
you details later.
Sure.
And you.
Just the standard fare for me.
All right, that'll be 2 gold and 5 silver.
Nice.
Got
Can I
yourself
make
a new
it?
dagger.
Yep, perfect.
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
Unless somebody else needs something.
No,
Great.
I've just
Let's
been kind of peeking in the whole time.
end this shopping journey, shall we? So you step back out into hold on here, into Waterdeep proper, And just as you step outside, another bird drops down. It is starkly quiet for a brief moment. And with that, we're going to take a short break. And when we return, we'll find out what happens next.
Exciting.
All right, gang. See you in a bit.
Hello, it's me, Skeletrax, fiend about town and dungeon owner. Do you know about deep magic? Let me tell you about deep magic from Kobold Press. Their kobold minions have traveled the plains, seeking the secrets of magic, unearthing ancient tomes of forgotten civilizations, bargaining with demons and creatures of the void, and scaling the towers of Shadowfey mages to unlock the secrets within. Deep magic includes dragon magic, elven high magic, shadow magic, battle magic, chaos magic, and angelic wards. It also includes ley lines, void magic, illumination magic, rune magic, clockwork magic, time magic, hieroglyphic magic, mythos magic, elemental magic, winter magic, and alchemancy. All amazing all the time. Now they pass along their hard-won knowledge to you in Deep Magic, an arcane series for 5th edition. Here you'll find new schools of magic, arcane traditions, new and variant spells, magical feats, spell-slinging NPCs, and much more. This book is 356 pages of pure magic. You can get yours today at koboldpress.com. Don't wait. The spells within drive your party crazy.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. It looks like you're having a great time. Let me tell you really quick about That Many's Paint Show. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every show, the host and their guests will be painting miniatures live on stream. They'll walk you through all the different techniques and products they use to paint miniatures to a high standard in a quick and easy fashion. They'll show you all the different things live, and on top of that, the audience gets to ask questions, and we're going to answer them live on stream. If you've always wanted to learn how to paint miniatures, this is a great way to do so. And on top of that, you can paint while you're painting with us too, and chat with us and tell us about your projects and share your pictures of your miniatures as well. We love it when people share their miniatures with us. So remember, That Many's Paint Show, every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on the Games Tavern Network. Hello, I'm Ardor of the North. When I'm not raiding Skeletrax's dungeons, I'm seeking tomes of magic to bring back to the wizened wizards of my own kingdom. And that's why I'd like to tell you about a tome called Deep Magic from Kobold Press. Their kobold minions have traveled the plains, seeking the secrets of magic. They've unearthed ancient tomes of forgotten civilizations. They've been bargaining with demons and creatures of the void, and scaling towers of Shadowfey mages to unlock their secrets. Their tome, Deep Magic, includes dragon magic, elven high magic, shadow magic, angelic wards, ley lines, illumination magic, rune magic, time magic, mythos magic, and even alchemancy. Now they pass along their hard-won knowledge to you in Deep Magic, an arcane series for 5th edition. Here you'll find new schools of magic, arcane traditions, new and variant spells, magical feats, spell-slinging NPCs, and so much more. There are even more schools of magic than I've even mentioned. This book is 356 pages of pure magic to keep your players guessing, and your campaign fresh for years to come. You can buy it now at koboldpress.com. And we're back. Okay, so stepping out of the House of Inspired Hands, our party has now made their way back into the city of Waterdeep, or now back into the streets of Waterdeep. They were always there. The streets are, of course, busy as can be. As you step out, you've now got a decisions to make as to where you're going to go. Where are you heading? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hey, let's take a quick break for a moment. We did have a couple questions. We had a question come in from the audience, and we want to make sure we answer that because that's really cool when you guys ask questions. It was, what was your favorite childhood game as a character?
Well, obviously, it was Settlers of Lantern.
How was that played?
Well, mostly you try to acquire wealth and build up an empire and take
Oh.
over the gnomish island of Lantern.
Oh, all right. Fair.
Sounds familiar. My father used to had a game called Chesswork. That was a chessboard that was interlaid with clockwork mechanics that would shift pieces around without your knowing. So it added an extra element of dimension to the game where all of a sudden things outside your control shifted the parameters of what you were playing. So keeps you on your toes.
That's true. My brother and I, when we were allowed outside, loved to play hide and go seek.
So there's this game where you have a bunch of little caltrops on the ground, and you bounce the ball, and you're supposed to try and pick up as many of the caltrops as you can while the ball's in the air. And Turda used to play that game with a friend she wasn't supposed to have, and they had a lot of fun with that.
Luciano, I was very sheltered, not sheltered, that's the wrong word, but reserved as a kid. And I ended up playing a lot of games alone. My most common one was a form of solitaire, just single deck of cards in my room by myself, passing time in between playing kazoo.
And I'm the dungeon master, so I didn't have any games, but I do want to remind everybody, if you type exclamation 1985 in chat, you can potentially win a mystery dice set from 1985 Games, our sponsor today. So thank you very much, 1985 Games. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So back to where we were. You've stepped back into the streets of Waterdeep. You're making a decision as to where you're going to go next. It is now mid-afternoon. The market isn't that far if you're hungry.
I mean,
How about
if
we
anyone
get some
is-
lunch, and then we can head over to the Temple of Sune and then get some baths before the theater.
Well, do we also need to go see your friend, Sim? Do we need to go down south?
Indeed, it is kind of a strong word. A bath sounds more fun, honestly. I might just write him a note, find someone to send it to him. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Money can wait, I'm sure.
Oh, hold on now. Let's not get out of hand.
Yeah, but I dropped 20 gold on my new suit. I would like gold, but if time
But
is of
If you're gonna get a new suit, you can't go in it dirty. That makes no sense.
okay, fair.
Sure.
Me and Rook are like this. It'll be fine. You can trust me.
All right. If you say
Sure.
so.
What's
Following your lead, boss.
what's for lunch? What
So you stop by the market, you grab some stuff out of a market stall, whatever suits your fancy. Just knock off a couple, 5 copper for that, plus drinks. And then make your way to the Temple of Sune to take your bath. Now, there are a variety of ways you can take a bath in the Temple of Sune. There are group baths. There are individual baths. There are gender-specific baths, and should you wish it. And there's fancy baths and not so fancy baths. You each select a bath that's appropriate to you. Fancy being, a gold for the bath. Not so fancy being about 3 silver for a bath, which is still expensive, but it's a very nice place. Even their not so fancy baths are very nice. You immediately get yourselves cleaned up and you find yourselves no problems whatsoever. Feeling freshened perfumed and nicely dried, you put your clothes back on and make your way out the front door. As you're stepping through the streets again, where do you wish to head next?
About what time of the day is it?
It's about 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
We still have several hours before the show, but I think we should probably head to the tavern in a couple hours at least, just to make sure that we don't gussy up.
Couple hours at the latest, unless
Yeah.
somebody has an urgent errand.
I just
Oh.
look at Sim. I mean, we have the time.
We have the time, I guess. Ugh.
You don't want to see this person?
Thought you were like this.
We are like this. It's just we maybe didn't end on great terms last time.
Oh, sex.
No, you.
Oh.
No,
Oh, my.
you're
So
nosy.
sorry.
No. Is he your ex?
I don't know. I
You don't know
recall
your
a
own
rook.
exes?
I don't recall a rook. My repertoire of
You're promiscuous. My goodness, Lucy.
Do you remember a bishop?
I don't
that
know
maybe
why
got
I'm being
downgraded?
grilled now, but
Fine. If we have time, we can go see him. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll get a job, and it'll be a great way to end our evening before we have to get ready and go have fun tonight at the play.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm down.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go before I change my mind again.
Yes, please.
So we head south to the South Ward, right?
Border of South and Docks.
Let's take a dray.
Yaks.
It's faster.
Going to
You
the
jump on a
docks.
dray. You jump on a dray. Yeah. And you make your way partially there, and then you have to walk a considerable distance because the drays don't run that part of town very much. Individual wagons do, but and certain hire coaches for hire might, but not a lot. Getting to the border of the South Ward and the Docks Ward is relatively easy, but on the way there, I need everyone to make a perception check for me real quick.
Ooh. We better not get dirty, Reed. We just took baths.
Not my problem.
Oh, proficient.
Solid.
Not great.
Ooh.
Oh. There's a
You-
mixture there.
Cimarine, you spot coming out of an alley ahead. You see 4 individuals coming out of an alley, immediately adjusting their clothing all at the same time, putting their hoods up and making their way across the street and further away from you.
Guys, stop.
What?
What happened?
What?
I point in the direction of the hooded individuals.
I immediately grab her hand and pull it down. On principle.
I think they just came out of this alleyway.
As you look down the alleyway, you see a black-robed figure, not the same kind of robes or things that these guys were wearing that came out, face down, blood trickling away from his body.
Oh, well, this is definitely a job for the watch. And not us.
No. Yeah.
I'm on my way to check on him.
You go in there to check on him?
Yep.
He is definitely dead, but you see on his robes that there are all sorts of icons along the edges, like the seams. There's large edges, and there's all sorts of icons that you don't quite understand. There appears to be a coin pouch missing. Possibly you see a torn backpack with stuff all over the place. And, well, if you roll him over, you see that his throat's been slit. And a few other stab wounds to go
Yeah.
with it. It appears that whoever got him pretty good. There's barely any defensive wounds.
Luciano, do you know how to actually call for the guard instead of just yelling loudly?
A human, pale-faced, bald, goatee.
That's the victim?
That's the victim.
Okay.
He's dead, Garlic. He's dead. Let's keep moving.
Fair enough.
Not much we can do for this gent. Oh.
I'll grip my short sword that I got off of the last people that jumped us and just have it at the ready. But
Does
I'll
it
make my
look
way
like
back.
the watch is imminent?
How are you going to tell while you're standing in an alley?
I look around really fast to see if there's any watch nearby and
So
if
there are
anyone's paying attention.
crowds coming in and out, but none of them appear to have noticed because as you get into the alley, it's hard to see the body until you get into the alley. You saw the feet, and that's what got you in there. But the way the body was positioned, it was almost hidden from the main road.
If the pack is in plain sight, I do a quick search inside just to see if anything's in there that looks interesting.
So there were, there's some parchment papers. There's a couple envelopes with letters that appear to be closed. There was a wax seal kit. There's a couple other odds and ends in there that you don't quite recognize, like little bags with different materials that don't quite make any sense to you.
I take the parchment and the letters.
And there's a book.
And the book. I take the parchment and the letters in the book and I tuck them into my into my tunic.
Okay.
You're robbing this person.
I want to know what happened. Hurry, let's get out of here.
We got killed. That's what happened.
They're not
We know what
using
happened.
it anymore. It's fine.
Then it doesn't matter that I'm taking the book, does it? Let's get out
No,
of here.
no, I'm fine with you taking the book. Let's
get out of here.
I have already left.
Yeah. I am following Rafe.
Rafe is safe.
Rafe, you're out on the main street and everything seems to be pretty calm. I mean, people are driving and walking by, driving wagons back and forth, and nothing else seems to be happening. But yeah.
Are there any stalls nearby? Any kind of people selling stuff?
No, not in this part of town.
And we're walking?
And we're walking and we're walking.
A few more blocks away, and you get to the CD bar area where your friend will be waiting for you, probably. Thank you, 1 Inch Heroes, for your raid. We appreciate it. Good to see you, buddy. Drew is our friend over there, and I really appreciate you coming in, buddy. We'll see you on the charity. He's going to be on one of the charity streams. So thank you. Thank you, Drew. All right. So from here, what do you have to do next? What's the name of the bar that Rook would be hanging out in? Do I remember that?
Goodness.
Hold on one second. I think I can pull that up. Standing outside the bar, you guys are all going to stand outside the bar and make whatever decision you need to make. So have a little brief, short conversation to decide how you're
Yes.
going to handle this.
The
Because you're
obvious
definitely
tell.
going in. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna walk right next to you, Sim.
All right. I like it. As my bodyguard, that's probably where you should be. Everyone else, be cool. Just, he's a character. And, his business is in protection and sort of, loading money. So don't accept that from him and you'll be fine. His job is probably going to be something like finding somebody, or that someone probably owes him some money, probably, and that means they broke a deal, and that's really bad. That goes against the whole contract that they signed. So really, they're the bad guys. Don't forget that. That's really important.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Cool's my middle name.
Okay.
Lean against the wall, trying to act cool.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut the entire time.
Follow my lead, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I trust in us.
And just as you say that, the door opens and two burly half-orcs throw out a skinny human and stay out. Next time, pay your bill. And you see him go, I'm gonna, and you see them kick him so hard in the ribs. You hear cracks and come back in 2 days to pay your bill and we'll come find you. And then they go back in and the door slams shut. You hear the bell ring on the inside.
Well, this seems like a pleasant place.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't say that at all, actually.
Let's just get in and out and talk as little as possible.
Smart move. All right, now we're gonna go this way, and like just step over the skinny human,
Yeah.
as if he's not even really.
He's
there.
just like crawling and trying to get back up to his feet to run.
Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry.
Maybe you look seriously hurt. Maybe stay down there for a minute.
All right. So you step into the tavern. The bell rings. This place is busy, kinda. Unlike the yawning portal, which was bright, open, and airy, this place does have 2 levels that are all exposed to the inside, but it is a much smaller place. The crowd is definitely wilder. There's a lot of smoke in here. And there's even the occasional guy here and there at the bar that looks like they've been passed out since morning. And they're still there. As you come in, you see the usual seedy area in the back, the VIP table, where Rook sits. He's got a half-orc bodyguard on one side, another young halfling girl to the next side, probably his main squeeze of the hour. And you guys were walking into the bar. You see this, but what are you doing now? What are each of you doing now?
And Rook himself is a halfling, right?
Rook is definitely a halfling. Yeah. Yeah. When you get closer, I'll describe Rook.
Okay. So don't look anybody in the eyes. Don't accept any free drinks. Just follow me. If anyone want to hold my hand, we'll be okay.
This is the definition of a dirty bar.
I'm greeting
a
everybody.
dive of dives.
I'm greeting everybody.
Maintenance has not been done. I mean, like there's parts on the bar where it's like been burned by cigars or liquor that's caught fire, and they did not clean. I mean, like they just put the fire out, but they didn't remove any of the ash. Okay, like it is what it is, right? You guys start stepping over to the area. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just full mean mug because I've been around brawling.
Oh, you've
times
definitely been in
before,
places
so-
like this. Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
just big mean mug, just in that sort of like you're walking through like the city walk where you see people but you don't look at them. You're just walking through them.
Mhm.
And I'm right next to Sim, bodyguard style.
Sim,
Take your work seriously, do.
you lead the crew as you get up there. Ah, Simmerine. Glad to see you made it. Later than I would have expected.
Got busy. You know how it gets.
Yeah, I see you brought friends. They looking for work too?
Hello.
Absolutely. Lucy? Stop it. Thank you.
So, yeah, so anyway, a couple things before we get started.
Sure.
So, just as usual, this is a job that needs to be, kept kind of quiet,
Of course.
but I need it done. Okay. So, here's what I need. I need to know if you saw anybody in the docks ward who took down some docks workers. Because there's an award right now of 500 gold for whoever turns them in. 100 gold per perpetrator. And frankly, it wasn't any of our people. So we don't know who it was. So if we turn them in anonymously, semi-anonymously, and we get paid, you get paid too.
If
got
you
any
turn them in
information on that?
anonymously, how do you get paid?
We have ways of getting paid by turning people in, but not getting ourselves burned in the process. You see, if you're in our line of work, as we are, you don't exactly want people to know who did what, when, and how.
Respect.
Professional discretion.
You get it. You get it, little man.
This sounds like some very lucrative information.
Yeah, so have you
Had
got anything on that?
Yes, I have information on that. But nothing really quite. So I need to do some more. Just stuff I've heard.
What do you got?
I might know the people involved, but
You know who did this? Ho ho! We're gonna make so much money. Who did it? Was it the Xanathar gang? The Zentarum? Who done it?
Who done it?
I don't know who they're associated with exactly.
Ah, okay.
I think they're new in town. I know
Okay.
that much. They're new
They're
in
new
town.
in town. Okay, okay. And you
Mhm.
see him pull out a piece of parchment and a quill, dips some stuff
Uh-huh.
in, starts writing down. They're new in town. What else you got on?
There were several of them.
You know how many?
5. No,
Five.
4. There were
Four.
4. One didn't fight.
4. Okay, so there were 4 of them.
There were
Okay.
4. Definitely
Wow.
4.
Mhm. The
Wow.
one that didn't fight, was he the leader?
No,
I think so.
absolutely
You know-
not.
Oh no?
No,
Oh.
no, Lucy. No, not.
Okay. Okay.
He was screaming a lot, actually.
Orders, right?
So like a stupid bystander?
Ah,
Crucial member, I think, of the assault. Honestly, if I had to.
How would you know? I
He
stared
looks
at him
at you and goes,
pointedly.
I'm sorry. So what can you tell me since you want
I don't know. I just saying, like, if I saw somebody screaming in the middle of a brawl, they would probably be screaming orders. They were probably the ones in charge, laying out a plan.
So you're
That's
just
my
guessing right
assumption.
now.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Cimarine, can you tell him to shut the hell up?
I'll
while
be
I
over
ask you
here.
some more questions.
Lucy, all I'm
Step to the
saying,
side.
Lucy, is, are you sure you want that to be the information about the guy with a lot of money on his head?
I'll be. Yeah. No. You got
That's
this.
what I thought,
Emily.
Lucy. Go play
You
your
got this.
harmonica. Go earn some money. I believe in
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, and Lucy takes his kazoo and is insulted. Are you playing your kazoo?
No, not very loudly. I'm not playing it here. I'm just kind
Okay.
of like to myself.
So what else you got on him?
Well, you know, I know that they were very impressive. They took down those folks with just so quick and so strong, and you probably don't want to mess with them. Actually, I would hate for harm to come to your way if they found out it was you.
Wait, what do you mean? Found out it was me.
I mean, if you're the one planning on turning them in, right?
Well, of
Just
course,
on
but they're not going to find out it was. How would they find out it was me?
Well, if you tell us who's offering the bounty and have us turn them in,
The city
never know.
watch.
Yes. What my good compatriot here said. Yes.
The city watch is who wants the bounty. That's who we plan on turning them into. Look, from my perspective, it gets
Yeah.
more competition off the streets
Sure.
and more opportunity to obviously gain some ground while still making some coin for all of us. You know, all of us. You know how it goes. I give
You're
you guys
assuming that
10% to split.
What?
10% of the
10%?
bounty. The rest goes to me.
That's insulting.
I'm sorry. Are you in my
50% or no
establishment?
deal.
Do you have the people's names?
If you want us to find the people's names,
I don't want you to find them unless you've got them. You have nothing to negotiate with until you have people who can actually turn in a bounty. So, in the meantime, what else you got on?
That's all I feel comfortable sharing right now with that split.
Are we into comfort now, Cimarine? You know you're into me for 500 even.
Yeah.
When you planning on paying that? You know, you rack up tabs everywhere, and I took care of you.
Okay, fine. I would want to make sure that it sticks. I think the watch will want to make sure that they're the right people, not just the first people, you know? So I kind of remember what they look like.
But you don't know who they are.
But I don't know who.
Oh, that's too bad. That's just too bad, Cimarine.
Like, look of pain on her face. Like, couldn't finish a sentence.
Make a deception.
I cut back in. It was
Make a
dark and
deception roll.
rainy.
Okay.
Right?
oh dear.
All right, Cimarine. When you find more information, you let me know. Okay?
First person I'll tell.
All right. I rolled a 1. So, yeah. So,
Oh no!
so that was superiorly beaten by your 6.
Oh gosh.
So, way to go, Simmering.
We have a good rapport, Rook
Yeah.
and I.
Yeah. So look, here's the job I need you to do.
Of course.
I need you to go to Daggerford.
Sure. What's in
Okay.
Daggerford?
Down in Daggerford, there's a group of family of halflings, friends of the family.
Yeah.
They're called the Hard Cheeses. Okay?
Sure.
All right? I need you to bring up a shipment of their special cheese. Okay?
How special
Should
is
be-
it, Rook?
Special enough that if you don't get it up here, you may not ever come back again.
Got it. Read it
Special
loud and
enough
clear.
that you could get paid on that, though.
Is it enough to clear my debt?
Absolutely not.
Of course not. Okay, worth a try.
But sizable. Far more sizable than you have in a while. But you've been a really good earner. You've tracked those people down pretty good for me. I'm sending you outside the city walls to track something down for me now.
Sure, of course. Won't disappoint, I promise.
Well, I'll put it this way. It pays 50 gold total.
Wow. Yeah, okay. Sure. No split with you. That's 50 gold for us.
Yeah,
Cool.
but that
Neat.
cheese better get here intact,
Sure.
unassailed or damaged, and in one piece. It's the hard cheese, sweet cheese.
Hard cheese, sweet cheese. Got it.
Very desirable in this area.
If I may ask a question on behalf of my employer, are these hard cheese folk going to
Wait.
supply?
Who the hell's your employer?
Employed by the Madam Sim here.
Wait, when did you get enough money to hire people?
First day was free.
Yeah, suckers born every minute. Yeah. Go ahead, ask the question there, guy.
Are the hard cheese is going to supply the casing or perhaps a cart in order to transport this hard cheese? If
No,
it's so valuable.
Nah.
Very well.
I don't care how you get it up here, as long as you get it up here. If you have to borrow a wagon, borrow it. I don't care if you return it.
Just to be clear, by borrow, you mean steal, right?
Whoa. That's such harsh language.
This is a legitimate business, Tertia.
I'm an upstanding member of the local community. I loan money. I own this establishment. I do good in the community by giving kids who don't otherwise have ways to make money. And occasionally I buy and sell commodities from all over the place.
Very
In this
respectable.
case, cheeses are a good commodity.
I just sort of silently scrutinize him for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
For what?
Nothing. I just want to make him feel uncomfortable.
So you're making an intimidation check.
In his own place?
Make an intimidation check.
Still gonna me.
That seems a little strong, but sure. 8.
Look here, tall and pale. I can tell you, you're too pretty to be getting yourself in trouble here. Don't try to intimidate me.
Hmm.
You think you're smarter than everybody in this room, probably. You're going to find out the hard way there's a special kind of street smarts here. Don't cross me.
As you say, sir.
Cimarine, I like you. You make good friends.
They're
They at least
good.
stick up for you. There's something to be said about loyalty.
You know, I keep good company, clearly.
You sure do.
Another question. Is
Yeah.
there anyone else who will want this cheese that we might encounter?
I certainly hope not.
Okay.
It's
I
just
thought we were.
cheese. I mean, maybe a rival merchant trying to get a deal on cheese. Please don't sell that cheese.
I won't sell the cheese. I just want to make sure we weren't going to have a lethal case of cheesemongers on us.
Ooh, golly, that'd be rough. I mean,
Yeah.
lethal cheesemongers. I mean, we've heard legends never about lethal cheesemongers. But hey, I mean, maybe there's the cheese monster. Ooh,
Don't
who
put it out
knows?
there. You
Yeah.
might have just created a cheese monster, Rook. You have to be careful about what you say.
I mean, I've heard the Cheddar Gang is pretty sharp, but that's just me.
Oh,
I gotta
he's got
go.
the punnies on that one. I like you. I like you. Why did you bring a priest in here?
Priest will
Guess
get
we
you
need to
into a
lay
lot of
anyone to
places.
rest.
Again, I really like him. You know, you have a bright future in this place, should you wish.
Consider
Yeah.
it.
Well, I'll definitely consider it. Anyway, that's the job. When can you leave?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. So I'll see you back in a few days.
Yes.
Don't you fail me, Marie.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Thanks for
Okay.
this opportunity, Rook. Okay,
Oh,
let's go.
Trust me. Trust me. You'll love it. Beats hunting people in the city sometimes.
It absolutely does. Okay, and we're walking and we're walking.
I quickly, as I'm like, I turn around. So Rook was it?
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's Mr. Rook. to
Mr.
you.
Rook. So,
Yeah.
do you know where I could maybe get something like, like a nighttime sleep aid, something I could use to just cut the edge? Where might I find something like that around here?
You want a nighttime sleep aid? I tell you what, you guys come back with that cheese, and I'll give you a lot of nighttime sleep aid that you will not regret.
Okay. All right. I'm in.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you a cup of tea that you've never had before. It's gonna knock you right out. You're gonna love it.
Thank you, sir. All right. We were
All
leaving.
right.
Oh no. Yeah, I do not want to linger here.
Okay.
I'm not grabbing drinks. I'm trying to get them out as soon as possible.
We follow Submarine's lead.
Okay.
Pushing Lucy as he's still pitching. I'm just like, let's go. Let's go.
Lucy,
Thank
do
you, Rook.
not,
Bye. See you next time.
don't accept anything from him. Don't do it.
Never. No. It's just I've sampled some things from this area before, and I don't often get to have it. So when I get the chance to meet somebody who might be able to provide it, shoot
It'll
my shot, right?
Be
All
the
about your
most
network.
expensive sleep aid. Do not do it.
I ignore
Must not have
everyone.
tasted it. It's
As you step out, the summer street smell of garbage is all over and lingering in this part of town. And you are standing in front of, once again, the Rook's Rusty Ale, which is the name of the tavern.
I ignore everyone and immediately give Submarine this hard stare. 500 gold.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
It's kind of a long story. I was new in town. I needed some help. He found me. Tale as old as time, really.
All right.
Maybe. It's not really that important. You all don't owe the money. It's just me. It's fine.
got
Everyone make
expensive
a
taste. It's
check.
fine.
What was that?
Oh, I just said girls got expensive taste. It's fine.
Drinks cost something
Yeah.
sometimes.
We saw her. I remember how I met her. I know she can.
Garlo is physically pain trying to wrap his mind around 500 gold, like its existence in like actual form, like
Well,
astronomical
The
amount of money.
Cimmerian's drinking habits, notwithstanding, we need to prepare for a journey to Daggerford tomorrow. So
Yeah, sorry. I just said that we could do it tomorrow. I remember it's the house hands with the birds. They mentioned something about Daggerford as well. I just thought, well, we could do a little trip together. We're already having so much fun.
sure.
We also still need to hear about our first job offer at the show tonight.
Yes, we should get back to the awning portal and change.
I forgot there's a whole job involved. I thought we were just going to go to have fun.
I mean, both.
Ray,
Oh.
you look like you were about to say something.
No, just concerned that if we're going to actually leave tomorrow, we probably want to get as much of the planning done on the way back to the awning portal, because we definitely need to change or we're going to be late.
Fair enough.
Good point.
So making your way back to the yawning portal, what are you guys going to discuss?
What time is it?
It's about 3 in the afternoon. 4 in the afternoon, and clock is ticking. So 3 hours to go for showtime.
I, being a slightly experienced traveler, would probably point out that we need provisions and, if possible, some sort of mode of transportation besides our feet, and
Oh yes.
a map of the region so that we
do
don't
not
get
like
lost.
walking.
All of those things.
I mean, I don't know how much money you all have on you, but a mode of transportation is pretty darn expensive. I mean, your feet carry you as far as you need to go.
Well, we
Put
can
on a
walk.
tab.
But they hurt.
We can walk to Daggerford. It's carrying the cheeses back that will be a problem.
Well, if you're gonna walk to Daggerford, you could at least get paid for it. See if there's a merchant going that way, something like that.
Oh, that's a lot smarter.
Rafe, you are a genius. I'm on board. Anything that makes it so I do not have to walk long distances.
Well, then
And you can get you a nice pair of boots. It's not that hard to walk.
It's not the act. I have to perform. I have to stand all day on stage. I don't want to have to walk on top of it.
You can't play that kazoo while you're sitting down.
It's an art. It's a performance. Full body. The music moves through you. You can't just sit down.
Sure.
When was the last time you performed?
I just pull my kazoo out and start playing.
It was that night that you got, or that morning you got thrown out of
True,
the bar
yeah.
when you guys all first met. First met.
Well,
First
we
we
can
were
look
seen
in-
together.
We can look into it, but I would prefer that we hear whatever this person has to offer us at the show tonight, because as far as I'm concerned, he dropped 25 gold just to hear from us. He dropped 125 gold just to sit down with us.
And
So-
also because we saved his life.
True. Yeah, we did.
Also
We
true.
all did that.
So, as far as lucrative work, seems like those are the deepest pockets. But
I like your sense of honor, Garlo. I can respect that.
As long as it's not further removals of Mr. Gherkin from difficult situations, it could be interesting.
because we told him we were leaving in the morning, but we don't actually have to leave at first light or anything. We can see if there is a caravan heading out in the morning that could use a couple of extra guards.
True. In fact, I'm not missing a theater day.
Good
Free
decision.
theater.
We also, at some point, probably should talk about what kind of information we're going to feed him about the people who killed the dock guys. I can't lie, so just a food for thought. Not right now. Let's get to Daggerford. It's going to buy us a few days, anyways.
What
Did you know-
exactly do you mean by can't?
I really don't like it.
But
can
you're
teach
physically
you.
capable of it.
Sure.
Do you know who killed those dock workers?
Wasn't it us?
That
Well,
was
we didn't
us.
kill dock workers.
What?
They certainly weren't dock workers.
I
What?
assume that's who we killed, or at least that's what the news is saying. Maybe I'm wrong.
Garlo's not a smart person, so the most of that conversation was going over his head. But
Simmarine, you are certain it's the same people.
Yeah,
And
it sounds like
you know,
it is.
how are they going to tell that they weren't dock workers? They look like dock workers. They were dressed like dock workers.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's going to be a hard one to explain.
Well, the good news is that there was a mage on the loose, a rogue wizard, so perhaps we can lay the blame at their feet.
Brave.
Okay.
Downright deceptive. Love it.
Future us problem. I just wanted to put it on everyone's minds to think they know that there's at least 4 of them.
Well,
and
We
powerful.
did see that group.
Yes, the other one was
the
powerful.
alley.
Yes.
No, that's not what I said, Lucy.
That's what I didn't. Oh, okay.
We saw
Very
that
well.
group in the alley. Why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? They look like people the watch needs to take up.
Ooh, that's not bad.
I didn't see anybody in the alley though, so I'll leave that one to y'all.
Mm.
Fair enough. All right, make our way to the portal to get changed.
Yep.
All right. So you guys happen to just finish that conversation right in front of the yawning portal.
Oh,
Heading in, it is already a busy place. There are people out there, partying it up. There are different people at various tables who are looking for potential employees to go to different places, whatever you want to do. There are opportunities there. The place has definitely livened up since this morning. And now as you walk in, you are, hold on a second here, stepping in, and you go right to your rooms and you change to your clothing, which is all in your room, by the way, Rafe. It's all, everybody stacked in. Turge's character stuff is there as well. As you guys go in, you grab all your things, you sit down, you freshen up, you do whatever it is you need to do, and change your clothes, and you come out. And there are a few other people that are doing the same thing in other places. As you step out of your rooms, there are privacy walls, so you guys aren't like disrobing in front of each other if you don't want to. I mean, maybe you do. Who knows? But
Well, I'm not changing in their room. I'm taking
no,
their
you're
clothes
not.
to my own room.
Yeah, that was a given. But you guys come out. You see a few other people coming out in nice evening wear as well, and I can't wait to go check out this new revelry that's going on in the North Ward. Oh. A couple of people are talking about going to a place called the Happy Axe Peak further north. Other people are talking about going to another place that is further out in the Sea Ward. These are obviously adventurers with coin that have made their money outside the city and have come in to spend some of it.
I don't know.
Well, shall we proceed to the theater?
Okay.
Yes. We all look so dashing.
Yeah.
My goodness. We clean up nice.
You sure do. So stepping forward, you get to the theater, or stepping out, you are in your full clothing. Do you wish to hire a coach?
That's probably smart.
Yes.
yes, please. I'm just trying to wave somebody down. Please.
Okay.
And to be clear, I am not wearing saffron. I'm wearing white and black.
Ooh. Ooh, fancy.
Damn.
I'm not wearing
You
my
clean
beanie, I
up
just have my hair slicked
nicely,
back.
Rafe. You clean up really nice. It's kind of wild. Nobody expected that from you. Hold on 1 second.
I shave, and I just have my hair pulled back into like a tight knot in the back. And then could I retcon and say I got a walking stick as well? Because it really feels like the Johnny Walker emblem, and I'd really love that.
You absolutely did get a gentleman's cane,
Like it.
each of which has a bulb on the top as well.
Since we're doing descriptors, I've pulled up my hair. There's like some cool, or cute curls around my face. I have a flower crown now that matches more of my dress. And I think when we go out in the evening, you can catch glimpses of little butterflies that kind of glow and hover around my head.
Okay. That is nice. And it does happen. All right. So black and white with pimp hat, Rafe. Anna with her purple with dark red accoutrement. Luciano with his.
My hair's just slicked back. My beanie's not on today. It's just my my green outfit all dapped up. Hair slicked all the way back. I got some grease in there just to keep it all together. Looking very put together.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So you guys take a coach. Go ahead and mark yourselves off 1 silver piece each. To the area. You were literally driven up to the front door, and like stars, you step out into the red carpet that they put down. Now, you were quickly whisked away because yours is not even a private coach. It's some public coach. So it's like showing up to a theater opening in a taxi cab. It's just not. You guys are the absolute not coolest people who just showed up, but you're dressed well. There are some people who are dressed ridiculously extravagantly, far beyond anything you could muster. But these are the nobles who go in, and they actually have an entourage, and there's even a few guards in their livery walking with them. You enter into, hold on a second here, the public lobby there, and it is a bit lively. People are talking. There's wine being served here and there. People are offering to help you find what you need to find. And there are porters there to help you find your seats, and so on and so on. Are you guys going to partake and just mingle, or are you going to go straight to your box seats?
Turge is going to recommend we go straight to our box seats
Okay.
as quickly
that-
as possible.
That sounds like a good idea. We don't want to make Mr. Gherkin wait.
You'll have to pull me along as I can't help but stop and compliment people. Oh my gosh, I love that hat. Oh my gosh, that color looks so beautiful on you. Ugh.
I'm also, yeah. Hello, sir. Yeah, I'm trying to
Got a hand on both of their backs, just pushing
Oh
them
my
forward.
God.
speak after.
Thank
Your
God.
mission?
Okay. Well, let's make our way up to there. So I will bring you up. No problem. And he walks you up around a set of side stairs, a reasonably wide corridor, where you see a number of different curtain door areas. And around a lot of them, there are guards in full livery and regalia, standing fully armed, arms crossed, looking both ways, checking the area out. Different waiters come by with trays to offer stuff to the guards as well. And then you get to the one that only has Gherkin Stockwell, dressed up, as a matter of fact, quite dressed up. And he says, "Oh, you've made it. Good. Master Drakewood's inside. Please go ahead, make yourselves at home until the play starts."
Oh, a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Gherkin.
Mhm.
Tip
So
my
you-
hat in the fanciest way I know.
Very nice, very nice. You guys dress up well. I see that your earnings have gone to a good use.
Well, it would have been rude to show up looking like paupers.
Absolutely. You guys made good decisions. I think you'll do well here.
I do make good decisions. Thank you.
Oh,
Nice to
no.
hear sometimes.
And I'll just go on and hold the door open and make sure that Simmerine is on her way in as well, because she keeps trying to wander off.
Her like a kid backpack leash.
Mhm.
But yes.
Gets
I'm
a little
correct.
bit too far away, and I just like with my cane, just like herd back in.
As you get through the curtains, you hear the clapping as a warm-up act has finished off, moving onto stage. They're continuing to do some things and announce some stuff. And you see a gentleman who stands upon your entry, human, beard, mustache waxed, hair pulled back, dressed rather well, also with a gentleman's cane. Well, I see you've made it. I'm so happy that you've come. Please take a seat. There's drinks on the tray right there, a couple of wine, some charcuterie and cheese, should you wish it. Still have a moment before the show starts.
Grab a drink. Down. Did we make acquaintance? Luciano. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Rin Drakewood, the pleasure's all mine.
Oh. I assume it's you who sent us the invitations. Thank you so much. It's not every day I get to come on out here to the theater.
Guilty as charged. I
Oh.
figured it's the least I could do as a thank you
Oh.
for saving my friend Gherkin's life.
It was my pleasure. I mean, understand, no worries. Always looking out to do a good deed.
Your
No.
pleasure, was it?
He didn't do anything.
Well, now.
I'm fully aware. Gherkin gave me the complete report on what happened. It's
So he
okay.
to-
Of course he did.
I take a big old drink of my just.
He's my manservant. He's in my employee. He's my most loyal person that I work with day in and day out.
He makes up with it for charming company.
Well, yes. And in the end, I understand he did something and he kept him alive in some respects. So very important nonetheless.
Okay.
I'm going to give him a chance to redeem himself. I see potential there.
As we're in this box, can I just do kind of a 360 spin as we're walking in, just to make sure I'm walking the corners?
You're what?
I'm watching the corners just to make sure there's nothing.
Well, you're
hiding
up and high. So
Mhm.
to your left and right of the area, the balcony that is sitting out is other balconies equally curtained to the sides so that you can see out, but it's not easy for the people in the balconies to the left or right to see in.
Okay.
And then far across the theater, shaded away, is you can see shadowy areas with other balconies across the way as well. You are third from the very furthest one looking over the stage. So you've got pretty prime seats. There apparently is some kind of comedian now doing stuff to keep the area lively as well. The box seats themselves, there is no one else in there. At least, I mean, maybe there's somebody invisible in there. Go ahead and reach around all the corners if you wish, but there doesn't appear to be anybody else in there at all. It's not well lit, but it's not dark either. There are plenty of lanterns and braziers in the area to keep an ambient amount of light, should you need it.
All right.
I do not take any food or drink,
Mhm.
but I'll take a seat and kind of watch as Lucy and Drakewood speak.
So,
Please, have a seat. Have a seat. Relax.
I say, we meant to talk now or after? Or?
Well, first, I'd like to get to know a little bit of each of you. I think I know some of your names, but I'd like to hear it from each of you. What are your names? Starting with you.
I'm Luciano Rusafa. You might know me. Yes.
Is that Symbian?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might know my playing. Kind of a big deal.
Frankly, I'll be honest, I've never heard of you.
Hurts?
Oh no.
We'll make you a fan. I'll turn you yet.
I'm always looking for new talent. What
Appreciate
about
that.
you, my fine gnomish friend? He reaches out his hand to shake your hand.
I'll clasp it back.
Oh,
Name's Garlo
That's-
Lingrenhold.
that's a ridiculously strong grip.
I've been told.
And you, miss? Looking at you, Turja.
I lean forward and offer to shake his hand. Turja
He takes your
Nighthawk.
hand gently and gives it a nice bow. And you, miss?
Turja Nighthawk, Sir Drakewood. A pleasure.
Pleasure. And you, my fine sir, looking at you, Rafe.
Rafe Keeler, Priest of God.
Well, you're certainly incognito this evening.
Well, I figured it would be right to look like a gentleman rather than a priest tonight.
Yes. And you, miss?
I have one, yes.
What is your name?
Oh, what's it worth?
Depends on the kind of power it brings.
All names have power, don't you know?
I do. But all I ask is a genuineness. I like to know who I'm doing business with.
Cimmerian works for now.
Cimmerian is all I need. Beautiful. And just as he says that, the lanterns die down. Not going out like pitch black, someone's going to get murdered, but they dim. And you hear the quietness as everyone goes, as the comedians leave the stage. The play's about to begin. Please, let's discuss business real quick.
How?
In
Okay.
2 days, there'll be a wizard's a wizard's showcase in Daggerford. I need you to get something for me there. An amulet. There will be a wizard there. His name will be Oscar Thumbwild. Now, he will be there specifically to sell his wares, hopefully without any problems. But, well, I need you to acquire this while he's out during the showcase. Now, chances are it will be on his ship, which will be parked in the docks outside of Daggerford. So while everyone else is at the festival, I need you to board the ship and acquire the goods within. The amulet will likely be locked in a chest right at the front of the ship, in the storage area that he keeps there. Now, I can't find this amulet using magical means because the amulet itself is specifically denies location, discernment with divination magic. But it is gold and it has an owl on the front. Fair enough.
You want us to steal a magical item from a wizard?
Yep.
Is he a good wizard?
He's a wizard who owes me money.
I'm familiar with that concept.
I'm afraid before I cross somebody who can do magic, I'm going to need know a little more about why we're doing this.
Also a price.
I was gonna
Also, have some
say-
assurance that I'm not going to get burned to cinders with fireball.
Well, if he's not there, he can't cast fireball.
Because
I'm
of course
okay stealing.
nothing could go wrong with this plan.
I'm with-
That's why
I'm-
we're hiring you to figure out the plan and do it.
I'm with Garlo. What was the price on this endeavor?
100 gold each.
Ooh.
And why are you
Yeah.
assuming we're willing to engage in criminal activity?
Sorry.
Murder.
Self-defense. There's a difference.
Yeah, I
Not
murdered
in
nobody.
Waterdeep. Not in Waterdeep.
Are you threatening us with blackmail in exchange for saving your man's life, sir?
No, I'm threatening you with 100 gold each for acquiring a
is-
magical item and delivery right back to me.
And if we don't take the job,
I have another one.
This amulet, this Thumbwild fellow is it something he's particular about?
No, he makes them.
Dime a dozen. It's
Well, I don't know about a dime a dozen. I didn't be paying you 100 gold a piece if they were a dime a
I'm
dozen.
trying. Yeah. No. I understand. I understand. I'm trying to.
You know, he makes a few of them
Yeah.
every year. It's not a problem for him. He makes a pretty penny off of it. Well, the other option is I can have you explore a tomb near there.
What
I'm
if we
listening.
did
Near
both?
Daggerford.
South of Daggerford. It's not really a tomb. It's more like an old tower. Well, ruins anyway. An area called Dragonspear. Now, you're welcome to explore it. Bring back anything you find, and I'll help sell it and pay you off the results. It's your call. 100 gold easy? Or something a little more complex.
Can we do both?
Absolutely.
Neat.
Oh, wait. This is my favorite part.
What is?
This is where the mosquito attempts to bite the prince, and the prince almost kills the mosquito princess. Hold on.
Not the princess.
Oh, he missed. See?
Oh.
Just like I thought. Oh,
I was so
fantastic.
worried.
Yes. Anyway, yes. You explore Dragonspear and you bring back whatever you can. I'll help you sell it, and I'll give you 50% of the proceeds.
Better than Rook split.
Yeah,
I believe in fairness. You
Well.
do that job well, and you may wind up getting a permanent position with the company.
I nudge Garlo. All right, looking for work.
Well,
West-
I believe we're on our way to Daggerford anyway, so
Oh, you are? How convenient.
we'll
Yeah, just a
consider
short
your
jaunt.
offer.
Well, perfect. Use that job as cover.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and to make it easier on you, I'm providing each of you a horse, riding horse from my stables.
Oh, that solves one problem.
I look at Turja just pleading like, come on, let's do it.
I'm a little disheartened at the thought that Lucy would have to walk the entire way and just be miserable. The Schadenfreude off that is
Oh,
filling, but I'll let it pass.
So, just out of curiosity, Sir Drakewood, how often does your firm engage in what we might call extra legal activity?
I'm sorry, did you just call me Sir Drake?
Sarah Drakewood.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go that far, but I do appreciate you giving me that title. We acquire things mostly through legitimate means and occasionally through illegitimate means, but always against bad people, usually.
And what did Oscar Thumbwile do to fall into the category of bad people?
That is Oscar Thumbwild's secret, which I am not going to reveal to you.
He said the man owed him money. I
If you-
mean,
Cross him, you'll find out soon enough just how bad Oscar Thumbwild can be.
And you're asking us to cross him.
No, I'm asking you to get in and get out.
Hmm.
I'm
And if you have the
coming.
amulet, he won't know where you are, who you are.
That's a neat trick.
Anonymity.
Tertia, come
Give-
on. Come on.
Oh, I love this part.
Why don't you watch? Let us confer. We'll be right with you in a moment.
I'll tell you what, I need to go use the privy. I'll be right back. Take your time. I'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes. Doesn't take that
Well-
long, but you got to go down the long hall and then you know how it goes.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And
See
he
you
steps up,
momentarily, Drakewood.
gives a bow, says, I look forward to working with all of you. Please have more wine, cheese, whatever. I paid for it. I'd be ashamed. I can't eat it all. He steps out.
Turja.
Wraith? Wraith?
Turja.
Tertia.
I hold up a hand and I say, Wraith, go out after him and say you need to use the privy to make sure he's not listening at the door.
certainly. And I do.
You step out, okay? You step out and you see him walking down the way, and you see Gherkin standing there reading a broadsheet on the side, just reading away.
I'll
Oh,
step
I'm
back in and
sorry.
just. No, pardon me.
yes.
Just wanted to.
Anything you need, sir.
Well, we were hoping for a little light wine, if that's possible.
I'll get it right away.
Thank
You
you so
see
much.
him just fold the paper under his arm, and he walks back down the corridor.
I'll step back in and say, yeah, they're both gone.
Both of them. Well done, Wraith. I didn't know you had that sort of skillet subterfuge.
So more money, transportation to our other jobs, easy seeming job. I'm kind of like, it's all seeming up. I'm liking what I'm hearing.
Risking falling on the bad side of someone who can burn you to death with magic.
We have Ray for that.
Wraith, would you like to cross a wizard?
Oh, generally speaking, no. But
See, we don't have Wraith for that.
Damn it.
Mr. Drakewood did say that he owes him money, so this seems like a legitimate collection job.
Drakewood says. We
Collection.
don't know that.
Also, we've heard it around town a little bit about there being that big wizard showcase, and it seems like if the arcane who to do were to be somewhere, it's probably not hiding in their ship while the festivities are about.
And like,
But we don't know what else is on that ship or what sort of guardians or magical traps there are.
You're right.
we
We don't
do
know what
know.
else. Go ahead, Garlo.
I would say we do know that it's worth 100 gold.
I was gonna say each.
Well,
That's a
I'll go to
lot of kazoo.
Daggerford with you, but I have no promises I'll go in this heist with you. If you want to cross a wizard, that's your business, but dead women spend no pay.
Um,
Fair enough, but I don't know if that means he'll let you lend a horse.
Well, that sounds like we have plenty of time to convince you otherwise.
Yeah, I'm on board. Cimarine, thank you.
So 3 jobs. We got 3 jobs out that way. And Rafe gets to help out some farmers, right?
Oh, yes.
Win, win, win.
And Garlo's being paid as my bodyguard. I think the good outweighs the bad because we won't get caught by wizards. Wizards don't even really they're fine. Have you seen
They're
one? No.
I give Cimarine this sort of incredulous stare.
It's worth a try.
Get in, get out. As long as we find the trinket, then he can't follow us, is what I understand. So
Make it fast. Besides, we'll
freaking
be
quiet.
hightailing some cheese in after that anyway. You know, it's we so busy we won't even think about it.
Right. Legitimate cheese merchants.
Yeah, true. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How's the wine?
It's had better, but I'm not going to tell him that. Oh.
It's actually fantastic elven wine. Some of the best wine you've ever had.
I'm pocketing the meat and whatnot
Charcuterie.
from the charcuterie. Yep. Especially if it's like hard cheese and meat. It's like this
Oh
shit
no, it's
travels
soft,
great.
delicious. It's soft, delicious champagne cheeses.
Squishes
Oh,
your
it's-
hand.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like
There's
it's
a
in your
smoked
pocket.
bacon Gouda in there that's fantastic. It's a good
Ham and
set.
cheese in your pocket.
There's even
Say it's a Gouda
apricots
set?
from Maztica,
Yum.
or apricots from Zakara.
At some point,
Yeah,
I
a
expect
Middle
to
Eastern
see
country.
Garlo beating somebody with food from his pocket.
Kalimshan?
No, not Kalimshan.
Okay.
That's south, not in this case.
I don't know what
Gotcha.
you're talking about. I'm going to be the person that's not paying for
A
any
faraway
rations.
land.
Mm.
All right. So,
Thrifty. Not for
getting out of
me,
there.
but understandable.
A few moments later, you hear the curtain open. I've brought the light wine. It's not as good as the elvish wine, but it will suffice. It's the bubbly kind, though, in this case.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's fine.
please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gherkin.
No, please. It's Stockwell, it's Mr. Stockwell, but just call me Gherkin.
Oh, absolutely, Mr. Stockwell.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, anyway, good luck, guys. I'm rooting for you. And he puts the tray down on the table, steps back out, and you see him already unfolding his broadsheet as he begins to read again.
Hear me out. I'm starting to lose track of who's who because Gherkin didn't look like Gherkin at the yawning portal.
No, he did.
He looked like Gherkin at the portal, but he didn't look like that when we first met him. When we were out in the
Same
alley.
shape.
That's what I mean. Like, right. So
Same shape. Yeah.
what I'm trying to get
Sure.
at is that doesn't seem right. And it feels like there's a lot of masking going around, and I'm having a hard time keeping track.
Cimarine,
Yeah.
just smile and nod. That's what I do. Gets me through half of my social interactions.
Oh, okay. That's a good tip. Thank you.
A few moments later, Rin comes in. Please, sorry, I hope I haven't missed too much. So, I suppose I should also owe you an explanation of some things. Very important. The thing you saved for the Temple of Ogma, well, it really wasn't for the Temple of Ogma. They study it right now. It will actually eventually go to the Black Staff of Waterdeep. It was an artifact created by the ancient giants. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but we do know it does something.
Something big, presumably?
Well, it's about the size of a giant coin, so it's about 6 inches around in diameter. But it has a lot of glyphs and runes on it that we don't know what it does. But we do know it's attached somehow to something. It activates something the giants use. More importantly, we know there's a number of groups that want to do nothing but bad things that are also looking for such things. So we try to get them before they do. Now, you happen to get the one that Gherkin and I brought back, got on the boat from Baldur's Gate, and then split up. Now, we thought we were being tailed, and I figured I would lead them on a wild goose chase since they thought I would obviously be the one carrying it. And then you see him slide his sleeve back, and you see burn marks on his arm. They almost got me, too. But even if they had, Gherkin wouldn't have made it without you. Someone much more powerful was obviously watching. And given the trouble that you're all in, I figure it's good for you to get out of town for a little while anyway. Yes? So,
Fortunately.
are we agreed on this job?
For a minute. Yep. I am.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Stop by the Happy Axe Peak in the morning. Don't make it too early. Just make it convenient. And I'll have one of the people make sure that you get all of the horses you need. 5 horses for each of you.
Thank you
No,
so
one
much.
horse for each of you. 5
That's
horses
25
in total.
horses. That's too many horses.
That's a lot of horses. Not
All
one
the
my
horses.
thing, you know. But glad to take care of it.
Can we get a wagon as well?
No.
What if I
on short
trade
order.
one of the horses for one?
Do any of you know how to drive a wagon?
Can learn.
I
No.
She can
do.
learn.
No wagons. Sorry, I don't not in the wagon business per se.
Oh, well, if it was a magic wagon.
Well, if you want to invest in one of those, I'm sure you can after you get back.
Indeed.
Oh, wait. She bites his lip, but it's not quite a kiss. It doesn't work. Oh. Turns out he's not a prince. Oh, he has to have a redemption arc as well. This is amazing. I love this. Madam Mosquito
depth.
is such a great play.
All the subtleties are lost on Garlo. It's just like, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Her just sort of leaning back, smiling like she hasn't been here in forever, and she's so happy to be back.
Aw.
Beautiful.
Well, then, yeah, business is concluded. Happy to sit and watch.
And you guys
Yeah.
conclusively watch this play. It is funny. It does have some moments. And then there is, of course, the happy ending as Madame Mosquito finally meets her prince, as the young man is made a prince because the king thought so well of him, he adopted him and made him the prince. And since the king had
Aw.
no children, he became the prince. They kissed. Well, she bit him on the lip. And she became a princess once more. And they lived happily ever after. Or so the story goes. And the play ends. And from there, the theater empties out. And you guys are left leaving the lobby. I need everyone to make a perception check really quick.
No.
Oh dear.
A second perception. How can I see
Ooh.
through all these tears I've cried?
Nice.
Garlo and Turgia, you spot a tail.
Oh.
Someone is watching you and has an undue interest in your activities. That person appears to be about human height, but as you step out of the lobby and onto the street, they follow, but then seem to disappear into the shadows and the crowd themselves. And when we come back next week on Whiskey, Magic, and Distraction, we'll find out if you find out more or if you don't.
If we don't, that's not because we're dead, right?
This could be a 3-shot. You never know.
You never
It'll be a
know.
3-shot. It'll be done. Done. Episodes will be done. No. And I just want to thank everybody in chat. I want to thank our raiders today, and thank you all for playing with me today, guys. I really appreciate it. Is there anything else, actually, can I have each of you go around and you guys can popcorn to who you pick, who you popcorn it over to, and tell us who you are and where they can find you on social media.
I'll go
Go
first.
ahead.
Hi, I'm Brandon. Play Garlo Lingrenholt here on the Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction. But you can also find me playing Halcetus Ainsworth on Dirty Deeds, also here at the Games Tavern on Wednesday nights. And you can find me on social media, Twitter at BrandonMFB. And I will popcorn over to Rafe.
Hey, I'm Rob. I play Rafe. You can find me either in the Games Tavern Discord. Please join the Discord, or on Twitter at @IsRafeSafe. And I do other things for the Games Tavern, but I will actually be running a game for our No Kid Hungry charity streams. So tune in on Saturday. Check us out. Should have some fun, hopefully.
Exciting.
Where are you popcorning it to, Rob?
And I'm going to popcorn it over to Anna.
Hi, my name's Anna. I play Turgeon Nighthawk here on the Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction show, and you can find me on the forum, the Games Tavern Discord, or you can find me on Twitter or Instagram under AmberAnna391. And then I will popcorn it over to Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike. I play Luciano Rusafa here in Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction. You can find me pretty much anywhere at Mike Rocker 68. I stream here on Twitch, so want to stop by, see that. Go ahead, Cimarine.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I played Cimarine Roselock today. It was very exciting. You can find me on all social medias at Roll for Alex, except if you want to watch me on Twitch, then you'll find me as Roll for Alex, but instead of an E, it's a 3. Long story, just is what it is. But I'm a variety streamer, and I stream Monday through Wednesday. What about you, Reed? Where do we find you?
Oh, well, hopefully you don't. No. I'm Reed. You can find me at Warrior Streak on all the social medias. And then I am also on the Games Tavern on a lot of different things. I will actually be on the charity streams on the weekends in between playing Initiative Quest, where our show is there for playing TTRPGs or PC games inspired by TTRPGs, in between some of the shows as we have the various different TTRPG actual plays. But you'll see me on Sundays on the Malmet Heist, which will be, I don't know what we're stealing yet. I just know it's important, where I'll be playing a elven rogue. What a surprise, me playing a rogue, who's going to be stealing something with another party of exciting individuals. So it should be good. Drago Russell, I think, is the DM for that. And he's done a lot of stuff with Baldwin Games lately. So he's doing some pretty cool stuff with us this particular weekend. So excited about that. Do we have a contest winner? We do. Okay,
We
so
do.
hang on. We're going to pull up that contest winner. Let me see what we got here. Scrolling down here. Oh, all right. Mike, you want to take that away?
Is there really quickly, the winner of the mystery dice set from 1985 Games giveaway is Hades Cats. Thank you, Hades.
Hades
Thank you
Cats.
everybody who entered.
Okay, so Hades Cats. So I tell you what, Hades Cats, someone from the Games Tavern will be reaching out to you to get your information so that we can make sure we get your prize. So make sure you give them your full name, your address, all the stuff that we asked for. Otherwise, we can't send you the prize. So very important, very, very important. You say you win the prize. Outside of that, we have our closeout announcements.
Yeah, we got a lot going
We
on
do.
here at the Games Tavern coming up starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. We kick off our 10-day charity event, starting with Phoenix Iwaki is doing Chestena's Tyranny. Be sure to check that out, and the many more shows we have coming up this week to feed hungry kids.
Outstanding. Anna.
Please don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel right now so you can watch all our cool prior shows. Subscribing is free and you don't miss any of the action, and you get access to additional content.
Alex, what you got?
Oh, don't forget, we have this charity thing going on, which Brandon took away. And our next show, very exciting. Games Tavern, along with their friends on other streaming channels, have set up a huge charity super stream this month for No Kid Hungry. So for every $1 you donate, that makes 10 meals for hungry kids.
All right. And Rob, talking about our lead sponsor.
Hey, Tarask-esque thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring our show. There's a link in the chat. You can check it out yourself. Use the code TGT Shard20 to get 20% off your DM Pro and other subscriptions. We cannot say enough good things about Shard Tabletop. We obviously used it tonight. We use it all the time when we play 5e. Honestly, guys, it is fantastic, and it gets better every single time they update, and they update pretty often. So please check them out.
Absolutely. And I just want to thank Sirenscape for providing the music tonight. We really appreciate it. They did a great job with the ambiance and music tonight. So thank you so much to Sirenscape and everything that they've done for us. And we'll see you guys next week on Whiskey, Magic, and Distraction.